Oh my gosh, I was really not expecting Discord to expand both of them.
Oh.
Okay, everybody that's filing to chat, you know the drill. Let's let's get the sound balance right, and then I'll give you the shot here. Obra dude. Old man Jenkins is not the Obra dude in here. That is the hot spoiler that I'm gonna give to everybody. Oh, and P.S. for everybody watching the stream, yes, like, I can change my monitor to all sorts of random shitty frickin' monitors. I tended to prefer the Macintosh as it was the least eye-rapey. So we're gonna go with that.
Ow!
I told you.
All right, let's take a look at what we're looking. Look.
Yeah, it's pretty dire, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't see anybody complaining about the sound balance yet, so I am going to presume that we're doing pretty good here. So, everybody who's joining us, thank you very much. This is like an interesting kind of concept that we're doing here, because Return of the Obra Dinn is an amazing game by Lucas Pope. He's the cat who made Papers, Please, which is another game I frickin' love. What we do is we play an insurance adjuster from the East India Trading Company, and the Obra Dinn is a trading ship that has disappeared and shown back up about 6 months later. We're dispatched to the ship to figure out what the heck's going on. Game is a little quiet. I will turn it up here in a minute after I finish my spiel. I have beaten this game 100%. I'm pretty sure you have too, Robokai. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, no, it's no help for us to go through this. So what I've done is I have assembled a Scooby-Doo team that I'm going to be dragging through this. I will not be spoiling anything, and if you in the chat spoil anything, Robokai is waiting to ban you. So please don't.
I have moderated powers. I will kill you.
Yeah. So this is like just please don't. Please don't let the Scooby-Doo mystery evolve. And so everybody, I should go ahead and introduce our Scooby-Dooers real quick. Book Thief, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good. I have absolutely no idea about this game, so this will be interesting.
Yep, that is the ideal. And Yo, you with us, man?
Hello, I'm here.
Awesome. Myan.
I'm here.
Awesome.
I bet like 30 dogs, and now I'm here. I'm ready.
Pop-Tarts, you still with us?
Yep, I hear this game has boats in it.
It is a very big boat.
Wait, who spoiled you?
I mean,
The title screen. Right
yeah,
here.
the title screen kind of spoiled you
You gotta
there.
ban the title screen.
Okay, Book Thief
Here
is
I go.
definitely a little quiet, and I'm going to fix that.
I turned myself up a little. I hope that helped.
I'm also turning up Book Thief's user volume, and I'm gonna crank up the game itself just a little bit. Forgive the stream going a little bit weird. I had to tab out.
Yeah, you might have to turn up everybody else because apparently our pickup is quiet.
Everybody's quiet compared to Cool Guy. Okay, that is almost exact.
that is a natural state of things. I don't.
Shut your goddamn mouth, dude. All right, let's turn up Discord and turn down me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, cool. Yo, all right. So here we go. We are going to begin. As you can see, I have 60 fates solved. That is everybody solved. So I'm good. We're not going to do that one. We're going to do this one instead. All y'all be quiet for a moment.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
For what it's worth, those are the only 3 lines our insurance inspector will say this entire game.
In addition to that little tidbit of information, there's also a chance that could be a female voice.
Yep, there's a 50-50 chance that your inspector can be male or female. My first game, I had a female inspector, so now I have a male inspector. Oh, here we go. This is the Obra Dinn, 800-ton merchantman sailing out of London. It disappeared about 6 months ago, and now it's back. And we're a company man, come to figure out WTF, mate.
We took a rowboat to it.
Yeah, we got a little rowboat, came out to it. Nobody even bothered pulling the damn thing in.
Sea. It's in the bay, the port.
So here's a corpse. That's a thing.
So, was it just me, or were
Oh my goodness. Yep.
sailing rigs shredded?
Hang tight. I'm sorry. I need to turn you back down because everybody else got turned up. Okay. Could you say that again? This time without blasting my ears out?
Sorry.
It wasn't your fault.
Were the sails or the riggings basically rolled up, or are they actually shredded?
That is a very astute observation. I think I will let the game answer that for you here in a moment.
Oh, sorry.
Was that something in the sea over there? Behind you a bit? On the reflection?
Don't worry about that.
I didn't hear what you said because the rowboat man was talking.
Well, alright.
He starts yelling at you to come back down once you find the body. You're like, oh my god, that dead body!
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
We'll open it here. So these are the two big tools of our trade here. We have a book. And we have a pocket watch. Now the book is incredibly important. This is a book that was sent to us by a gentleman named Henry Evans. And with the preface, I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence upon the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All of it will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. So that is our basic mission statement, and then we can see here we have the contents of the book. And all of the chapters that we have. We have 10 different chapters that we're going to have to unravel. And we have a number of resources that show the overall journey of the ship as we have figured it out. As we haven't seen anything quite yet, we only see the predicted route, which was leaving from London, coming back down around Africa, around the Cape of Good Hope. So this was supposed to be a
the middle spice.
Yeah, a spice ship basically. We have deck plans for the ship itself. It's a pretty standard merchantman ship with the main deck, the gun deck right underneath that, with the cabins for the various officers put on here. We have the orlop deck right under that, with more offices put down there, and then the cargo hold. We also have a full crew manifest with names and their rank aboard, and also their country of origin. The country of origin will be important, so keep your ears open. I'm not going to go through this too much right now. Beyond explaining what the various ranks are when they become important, and also to note that there were a non-trivial number of passengers aboard, which is unusual for this sort of ship. And then we also have a few artists' renditions of the ship that show all of the crewmen. And now you will notice as I drag the what is it called? Magnifying glass. Everybody looks really fuzzy. That's because you can't figure out who they are yet. We don't have enough information. They get clearer as that becomes possible.
Huh. Okay, so we have to figure out what happened to literally everyone on the boat.
There are about 20. I think it's 20. It's either 20 or 10 fates that are not solvable until we have the final chapter. But everything else we are responsible for. Yes.
All right. Well, let's. So I have a quick question about that skeleton we found.
Yes.
How long has this ship been gone that skeleton is literally just a skeleton?
The Obra Dinn disappeared about 6 months ago and was considered lost at sea. It
I feel like
6 months.
Mm-hmm. It's been there about 6 months, and we are about to get a lot more information on it.
I like the name of that one, Unholy Captives. That's good.
Yeah.
That bodes well.
It only gets
that's
better.
even better.
Yeah, it only gets better from there.
I think the fact that they have bargains to the point where it looks like it's saying vile bargain.
Yeah, and that's the one that we can't see. The other thing to note is that we do have a glossary for all of the ship terms. For example, like everybody knows what the captain is. He's the head officer in command of the ship. Blah blah blah. But unless you're like a really huge nerd about the age of sail, you don't know what the distinction between a seaman and a topman is. And a seaman is just a low-level crew member responsible for general manual labor, and a topman is a seaman that is rated to work in the rigging.
No giggling.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, trust me. I saw that. I giggled about that one too.
So all topmen are seamen, but not all seamen are topmen.
True story, my guy.
Okay.
Somebody's got to be on bottom.
Seamen, but not all seamen are midshipmen.
Are there switchmen and bottom men?
They're called midshipmen. So
Got it.
This is our other main tool of the trade. It is called. It is the Memento Morum. It's a pocket watch that has a very unique capability, which the specifics of that capability are something that you should be able to figure out for yourself relatively quickly. But
Put the pocket watch on the skeleton.
Use pocket watch on man. Done. All right, y'all be quiet for a moment.
Captain, open the door. Kick it in. Ah, lest we break it down and take more than those shells. You bastards may take exactly what I give you.
This is the basic way that we will have clues shown to us. Is we will have these incredibly detailed freeze frames, and it will go on for a long while. I have absolutely no control over the first time. We can revisit these scenes at any time, but I will do my best to show off everything that is important. But I am fallible, so if you have a question about it, don't be afraid to ask.
Okay, so
The
that
story
guy.
begins at the end.
All right, so that guy sounded. Was that Scottish or Irish?
Scottish.
got
I went
shot.
Scottish, yeah.
All right, so a Scottish guy got shot by an Englishman, as is the way of the world.
One important thing to note is the game gives you a hint on whether or not you can actually tell if a person is the person, like, you know, if you can actually, like, conceivably, like, name them yet. Their face is blurred out if they haven't gotten enough clues to really infer who they are. So at present, the victim, we don't have enough information to know who that is yet.
The game is literally in the middle of
But-
explaining this.
He's
But
the
yeah,
guy who got
you will-
shot.
Yep.
Yeah, but you will,
Yeah.
but you will at least be able to write in how the fuck this poor bastard died.
That wasn't an
I think that
unknown
was-
fate. He took a shotgun blast to the chest.
Well,
That's
okay.
what you're filling in, you silly sausage.
Yeah. We actually do have to say exactly how these people died, so we know that he was
That's your job.
shot.
That's why you got on the boat, and that's why the old man's yelling at you from down below. Fell in the book, you twat! I didn't row out here for nothing.
With a gun.
Okay, we're
I'm
shot.
not lifting the box.
Gun.
Cannon.
Cannon is an option. That's
Cannon is
Yeah.
an option, as a matter of fact. And then we also
He
have
got
to say
shot
who shot
by
him.
the captain
By the
by-
captain.
yeah.
Sounded
Like
like a
we're
mutiny
figuring it out.
almost.
with the
Still.
candlestick next to.
And then
Crows.
that's it. Like if we knew who this cat was, we would have this fate taken care of. But we know now that he was shot with a gun by Captain Robert Witterell. That's
How
it.
many Scotsmen are there?
We can. I'll take a look at that here in a minute. First of all, we need to exit that scene.
We've been on the boat 10 minutes and all we know is some asshole got blasted.
I mean, get used to that.
Or it looks like a mutiny almost.
Now, what kind of shells are they talking about?
That's a very good question. And then, hold on. I should. Oh my gosh, I forget how to head to the glossary. There we go. Okay, so where is our crew manifest? Scotland. We have William Hoskett, the first mate, and Duncan McKay, the purser.
The owner of Dunkin' Donuts.
True story. And
There's
Timothy
India,
Budiment,
the
he was
surgeon.
one of the topmen.
What's a purser?
That is a fantastic question. Let me bring up the glossary for you. But those were the only 3 Scotch people aboard.
Basically, if I remember correctly, a purser is usually somebody who hands out pay.
Administrative
Oh.
official. Accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for the crew.
Oh, that probably sounds like the kind of guy who would know that something's worth and then get shot for it.
That or the first mate.
So check it out. We have 2 more bodies over here.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Let's check these
Looks like
guys
they got
out.
in.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Yeah, basically, when you guys hear the music start and the freeze, and you see the freeze frame, it's cool to talk.
What's this guy up to?
hello, person.
He's rolling around the back.
He's wanting to be a ninja, apparently.
I mean, he's rather agile.
Oh, man.
Wonder what he does. for a job that would require a job.
Yeah.
I say as I point the
He
the
does
gun
not
at
look like
everybody
he's gonna
else
make it
and
back
narrow
onto
my
the
eyes.
ship.
No, he looks like he's going to the bottom of the ocean with whatever else.
Yeah, it looks like he missed.
All right,
Don't worry
friends.
about it.
So
He's doing that thing where you seuss your hand out.
we have
Alright,
the.
so that guy.
We know it's this guy. Like we can identify him, and for what it's worth, when I can show you the speech catalogs right here. When you see something like an X right here, that is the decedent. So where are they? Must be in here someplace. That's a lie. The guy who just got stabbed is the cat who said that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyway, we do
Okay.
know this guy's fate, don't we?
Yeah, he took
yes.
a knife to the throat.
From
The captain.
No, the captain.
No? Wasn't it the captain that was in the cabin?
It looked like a different uniform, though.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is cool guy can just look at him for you, and
Yep.
you like
So-
I
since
guess
you've
that's
already
true.
identified who the captain is, it should tell you.
Let's put it to you this way. We know that this gentleman in the hat that is the decedent, and we know that there were two other people present. One of them is this bald dude, and he was jumping around the back, and the other one is this cat with the amazing hat, who was directly addressed as the captain last seen. So
Okay, so the captain was the one who got knifed in the throat.
no, the captain is the
alright.
one who did the knifing.
Who did the knifing?
Yeah.
This is hard.
Yeah, I mean
I'm bad at mysteries.
you guys are also fighting like
Let's just go to the malt shop, guys.
you guys are
Torn apart.
fighting with one hand tied behind your back because you have to watch the stream, so it's all a little delayed for you.
True.
But you know, I mean, like I'm basically helping you out a little bit because I'll be honest with you, I got like 3 chapters done before I understood that I needed to fill out these fates. Like,
Oh no!
I didn't even frickin' get that at all.
What do you mean the project's due today?
John Madden, I said
After Connor's class, I forgot all about it.
exactly.
Oh no. Jeepers, it's the creeper. Or the captain in this case. He has a high enough body count.
Yeah, before we leave, like I can always hold the right mouse button on somebody, and I will attempt to do that to as many important players in a scene as I can, because that lets it focus out and just be like, oh right, that's that guy on the painting.
Oh, that guy looks like who's the Latino guy who always plays the bad guy in movies?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say he looked like the main protagonist from like the Machete movies.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay,
I love that guy.
the dude was a guy. All right, we got another body.
You might also know he crops up in the Spy Kids movies. And
Danny
there's the knife.
Trejo.
Danny Trejo, that's what it was. All right, shut up a second.
I'm not sure that was a murder. Oh no! Wow, look at him go.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Oh,
All of this is happening. This is happening right now.
yeah, he's totally Danny Trejo. Look at him. He just killed 3 guys.
Dude, that dude is on a roll.
But took a knife to the kidney for his trouble.
Oh.
He did. Like you can see the captain's wounded now. So yeah, that is how that's happening. There's nothing
Oh,
else
yeah.
happening in this scene, so like there's not too many places for me to go.
All right, so that other bald dude got clubbed in the skull.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, even he looks surprised. He's like, "Shit, this guy's good."
Stabbed him, but he's not going down.
Wow.
I
No wonder he
after I did all
stabbed
that,
it.
after I did all that sweet ninja stuff too, now I just been clocked in the fucking head like an idiot.
Oh,
But he
maybe
made
I
the
should have
rookie
listened.
Ninja mistake, and he attacked in a group. That means he loses automatically.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
He made he didn't show that he was actually tired from having to climb back up 3 times.
All right, so this guy, I already heard Myon use the correct word, clubbed, and it's the same cat. So I'm just that was by Captain Robert Wetterall.
Incidentally, some of these fates are kind of, I don't know, distressing sometimes.
I
I'm pretty
mean,
sure I saw Eaton.
I'm pretty
There's
sure I just saw
What?
Claude.
yeah. Let's go down these just so you guys this is actually a good thing. So we have unknown, which is what it is by default. We have alive in Africa, Atlantic Islands, Azores, Canary Islands, Cape Verde, East Indies, Europe, Middle East, United Kingdom, or West Indies. We have axed, burned, clawed, crushed by a beast, cannon, cargo, rigging, or stones. We have decapitation. We have drowned. We have eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell overboard, rigging, stairs, froze to death, illness, killed by a sword, knifed, poisoned, shot with an arrow, cannon, or gun, speared, spiked, strangled, struck with hooves, tail, or a wing, suicide by gun, knife, noose, or spear, or torn apart.
I cannot wait for Crushed by Beast.
I
In
wanna
many
see more.
ways, crewmen
And
died
actually,
by the captain.
Zarbala gives a good one. Whoops, darn.
But who failed their petrification save?
Expired means they expired from old age. So, just so we're clear on that, that is not how this guy died, obviously.
No. The club was a club of aging. He got old really fast and you hit him with it. It's one of those magic weapons. This actually takes place in Morrowind.
I think everyone in the ship just died of natural causes.
I want to see
For
somebody
what
get electrocuted.
and for
Yeah, what's
for
more
what it's
natural than getting beat to death?
for what it's worth, John Madden was asking earlier why I used the word decedent. That I actually used that word correctly. It is the person who died. Anyway,
It is a noun,
we have
not
two.
other.
So we have
I'm an
two more
English major.
bodies, but only one of them is going to fit into this chapter. So we're gonna do this body, and then we're gonna have a chapter checkpoint.
Why is that skeleton naked?
Abigail,
Shut up, second.
your brother, my friend. I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
Well,
Oh, jeez. That's
All
a really.
right, so the captain's wife and/or mistress's brother is the one who shot.
yes. I saw on the manifest, the first passenger was Abigail Witterall or something.
Okay, when you
that's
haven't
why.
zoomed in on him, it just looks like he's eating a real messy sandwich.
It kind of looks like he's just got a meatball sub that he can't quite
Yeah,
handle.
God,
Really
this
cheap
$5 footlong's getting the best of me.
Well, they were really designing that sandwich, so he decided the only thing he could do was eat it before anybody else did.
Or like he didn't realize somebody shook up his Coke.
Who thought a curry sandwich was a good idea?
All right, nobody else was present. Who is this? How did they die? So this is the first person that we can identify inside of this. And you will see up top here there is one arrow above his thing. There can be but 1, 2, or 3 arrows, and that is basically supposed to be a hint at how hard it is to deduce who this person is. And in this case, it's super fucking easy because this person has been directly identified as the captain.
So the
And
captain
just murdered-
shot himself in the head.
After killing his brother-in-law.
And a couple other crewmen.
There
Yeah, but
also
they
might be a
didn't-
dead chick in his bed.
Yeah.
Some
Who
shit
was his wife?
happened.
His dead wife is in the bed. Which
It's all fun and games until someone loses an eye.
Like Scoob, this is spooky.
Like,
Ruh-roh,
whoa,
Rodney.
man.
Like walls.
Like glasses.
Why is it in every like multi-group commentary mystery someone who does a perfect Shaggy impression?
Yo, that's me. I like for whatever
It's two
reason.
people right now. I don't know what the
All
fuck's
right, that's
going
fair.
on.
Like Scoob, this guy can't eat sandwiches either.
All right, pay attention real quick. The game is telling you something very important here about how we validate fates. So basically, we may in our case, we know that this is correct. Captain Robert Witterell shot himself. But the game is only going to verify that we got something correct when we have 3 fates correct. So we can't just brute force this, we actually have to be detectives.
Well, I mean, you can brute force this, but it takes a long.
I mean, you be fucking
Don't make this
insane.
a challenge, cool guy.
Okay. All right. So check it out now. We've got we have 4 total fates here. We know Captain Witterell's. These 2 people are blurred, so I'm going to say we can't do that right now. However, we do know we can identify this first person who was shot by Witterell. Who do we think that is?
We need to find his last name and have it match to the girl's last name.
Okay, so Abigail Hoscut Witterell is the name that's on the passenger manifest.
So it's that guy.
Yeah.
So we have William Hoscut. Do we think that's him?
Yep.
Yes, that's my guess.
He is the first mate.
And he's the first mate, and he's also from Scotland.
Yeah, I did it.
that actually is correct. I'll spoil that one for you. You guys did a great
Good
job there.
detecting.
Yeah, you guys did a great.
You guys noticed that the exact second that was a clue. That was pretty good.
Usually siblings are related.
That is a true
Just a
story.
little hint for you.
You were doing really well sounding intelligent there. I don't know why you wound it back.
I mean, the captain did go Rambo at one point. So.
I mean, that dude was on one hell of a killing spree.
Oh, he got 3 in a row.
So the chat is pointing out that if you know 2 of them are correct, you can brute force a third. So we could, in fact, brute force a third here. I'm not going to let y'all do that because we'll be here all fucking night.
Right. I like the idea of writing words in a book until the boat's like, you did it.
Yeah, it's fine.
You just see a
can you imagine trying to finish this game if it didn't tell you were right?
Oh my god, I can't. All right,
like, there are degrees of hand holding, but that would just be cruelty.
Okay, kids, we got another dead body.
Well, I wonder who this
Abigail.
is.
How's it going, Abigail? You just lying
Shut your
there?
mouth.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Lumber.
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
Whoa! Fuck!
And this is where the game kind of goes, oh, by the way, I hope you enjoy ghost stories because you're in one.
Shit is
Galactic.
fucked!
Sorry, but anyway.
Shit!
I love that moment, like, the very first moment this happens, you're just like,
Oh!
okay, alright then, this is bad.
I was expecting a murder mystery, not Dragon Quest.
Who has the black spot on them and didn't tell anybody?
Oh, look at this! Look at that guy!
Oh man.
Jeez. Oh, hey. It's get up in the head guy over there.
So when do we get to determine the Kraken's fate?
I think we know how the Kraken made out of this.
All right, so
Alive in Africa.
He was released. He was definitely released.
So this is the Doom. in case you hadn't noticed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, it shows you the exact moment of death.
Let's focus here. We've got a whole bunch of people that were present. We can look at them in this thing. I'm going to basically just go over that real quick once to give everybody a glance at the information at least. Now then, the game thinks that we can figure out who this is. Who is this?
Abigail.
Okay, yes, this is totally Abigail.
I'm suddenly much more nervous about being on this boat.
All right, now what was her fate?
Crushed by a mast.
Crushed by rigging. Oh, look at that! We got it right. Well done. 3 fates correct.
It's worth noting the game is fairly lenient in that regard because you could also pick Beast, I believe, and it would count.
Yeah, you can. I think you can say something like clubbed by a horrible beast. And
Well done, the book says.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you don't have to be specific, but you have to be correct.
Uh-huh.
That makes
Just
sense.
Hey,
gives you the
Abigail,
general
what
artwork.
time is it? Oh, it's half-mast noon.
Well done.
There's a new entry.
Oh,
Apparently
your
I was
hand's
crushed
getting
by
wiggly.
gags.
I was poisoned by puns. All right, so everybody, this is the watch's other power. There aren't all of the skeletons that are easily accessible. So while we are in the moment of death, if there is another person who has died recently, we can go over to their corpse.
Let me tell you, it's a smorgasbord out there.
It's you guys saw how that
this
crap
guy.
was working.
Man, the remastered God of War looks great.
Yeah. Half the man he used to be, but somehow Kratos is still killing things.
All right, and that puts us back over here, and now we have another body to investigate.
Hey, stop setting those ghost lights up there!
Shut up.
Well, those are some good noises.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, all of that is happening.
We've got a
Open
good situation.
okay. Is there one for opened? Because he was clearly opened.
You remember there was
In the
torn.
Uzumaki manga.
Yeah,
There
torn
was-
up. Like I can't think of a better word than opened.
That like there is a torn apart
Yeah.
fate, and yes, that one works for him.
Yeah.
Turned into a
Certainly
spiral.
one way to die. It is
Uzumaki
certainly
manga.
one of the more unpleasant ways to go.
Yeah,
It
that
sounded like it.
guy
At
died
the
hard.
very least, we know he didn't suffer too long because he died. He died at that moment. So
Yeah.
at least he didn't lie around on the deck for a while, flopping without his lower body parts.
Oh, he died as he lived, getting split apart around semen.
Gee. You're batting 1,000 tonight, man.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
I salute
Oh.
you for that one. That was horrible.
I appreciate it. I really like that
That was
man.
horrible, and that's why we like it.
This game is fun.
Okay, so this unknown soul. Do we want to try to identify who this guy is?
He's chum.
Well, yeah, but that's that isn't on the
chum.
crew manifest.
Well, he's clearly got some Welsh spirals.
Yeah, I was noticing the Celtic knots or other things like
So we don't actually have anybody from Wales on board, but we do have the butcher is Irish, and let's see who else is Irish.
Wouldn't he technically be a top man at this part? Because that's all that's left.
Oh.
That's because his ability to be a regular seaman just got taken away.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, wait, isn't Paul Wales?
Patrick
Nice.
Okay, so we have the butcher is Irish, and then one of the seamen, Patrick O'Hagan, is Irish.
Also, John Naples is Welsh.
Was
Yeah,
he?
there are some
Oh
Welsh
yes,
people.
my
Yeah, there's,
mistake.
like, 3
Also,
people who are Welsh.
Paul Moss, the first mate steward. I'm completely wrong about that. Sorry about that. Yep. So
But he could also be the Swede.
the Philip Dahl, that's the captain steward. Do we have any guesses for who this person is, or do we want to leave him unknown for now?
We'll
Let's leave him unknown for now.
Okay.
Don't know enough yet.
You do know
fate.
enough to solve him,
We do know that he was torn
but
apart
we don't know him.
by a terrible beast. I'm gonna give you guys that one. I think that's
He
fine.
was torn apart by terrible bees.
Oh no. The Bioshock power got amped up a lot.
Oh, we have another
Oh,
body. How did this guy
I am
die?
surprised that so many people died fighting this thing.
Oh, you set
All right,
your,
shut
you
up.
set your
Oh
clock
no, wait,
on
no,
vibrate.
keep talking. Keep talking. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta follow the wisp.
Yeah, I always forget to follow this wisp.
So when does the top fall over?
You mean the mast?
Oh, sorry, I was making an Inception joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
We're
missed
about
it completely.
3 levels deep now.
I never actually watched that movie.
All right,
I
kids, we're
haven't
looking at a
either, I
dead
just know
body.
it's at the top.
It's honestly not bad, but it's also kind of overrated.
oh dear.
Torg!
wow! Look at what's. I'm having trouble parsing what's going on with the guy in midair.
They threw a keg of powder, and he's in the middle of the explosion.
Oh. Radical!
Yeah, the Torg was a hint.
Honestly, that's probably better than the death of the guy who got torn apart. Also, he was being bitten by a tendril right there. Tentacle.
Well,
I like. Okay, but why? Oh, why not?
Okay, but why? You can presume it was an accident, maybe? I don't know.
isn't that wait?
That dude fucking exploded. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
Can you just write that down in the book? Fucking exploded.
There is an exploded cause of death.
Perfect.
Well, I think we found the best application for it.
He went to Torgland.
It's also worth noting that we can tell that what we heard with regard to get to the main bit quick, so on and so forth. The decedent did not say that.
I'm assuming he was too busy having his lungs crushed by a giant kraken tentacle.
Probably.
Fucking exploding.
So this guy is blurred. We can't do anything with that yet, but exploded. And we don't have to say who did it. It's happy to know that he was blasted by an explosion.
I mean, he's gonna be pretty blurry when he gets exploded.
Yeah. I mean, you guys couldn't even tell he was in there. That was how blurry he was.
Well, that's going to be a closed casket ceremony.
Oh,
So Fuka asked in the chat why the game thinks we have enough information to identify the dude with the tattoos. The reason there is there are a number of cultural hints if you are familiar enough with the Age of Sail. And you guys were attempting to figure it out. I'm not going to say whether or not you were right when you were saying those are Celtic tattoos. Anyway, so now we're done on the main deck. We head down to the gunnery deck, and we've got a dead body.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh dear.
What a twist!
Shut up. In general, when I tell you we're looking at a dead body, you should shut up until so everybody can hear the frickin' stuff.
Oh.
That's a bad way to go.
Yep. That's,
wow, right in the throat. Too.
Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, that's happening.
This guy just looks like he's been drinking. Those guys are having a blast.
Yeah.
That guy's also having a different kind of blast.
Yeah, all of this is happening.
Guy.
Huh. Well, that's happening too.
Oh.
And that guy's like, well, glad I'm not that guy.
Oh.
Here's another Dylan.
Yeah, no, there may or may not be a couple more bodies for us to investigate here.
Lots of crushing.
Alright then, so, on the gun deck. Who is this and how did they die? His face is blurred, but do we have an idea of his fate?
Yeah, he got
Splinters.
like heavy punched by a cannon.
I'm gonna use the word crushed.
Crushed is good.
Or
And-
decapitated, because that probably could separate the head.
His head was there.
Crushing.
I'm going with crushed.
Well, yeah, and
Crushed,
it said, this unknown soul was crushed by a loose cannon, is how the book interprets it.
You're a loose cannon!
When you get results, get out of my office!
I'm taking you off the rigging now. Get on deck.
So, unsurprisingly, this one thing that's like half of a body is something that we can investigate.
That's a lot of barrels.
We all want somebody to love.
Well, this person is lacking a body for even themselves to love, so gonna have to do it for them.
Ah, follow the ghost.
Doo-doo-doo. Looking at the dead body, kids.
Oi.
Oh.
Well.
So
Oh,
that's where shot by cannon came from.
It
That cannon's not facing the right direction.
is not. It, as a matter of fact, is not.
Oh, jeez.
Huh, that's... okay.
Oh hey, it's these guys.
Yep.
I got bad news for that guy here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, we're slowly working our way back in time here.
Well, now we know
I
why
will-
there's literally no body.
I will say, for just like this grayscale, that explosion looks gorgeous.
It really does.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that all of that just happened.
Well.
Poof.
Both we have two bodies now, as a matter of fact. Whether or not you saw it, I did slyly show it off earlier because when you guys saw the dude with no head get hit, somebody else got hit right before that, and his body is simply vaporized.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the other thing to note is that when you heard the fuse, that was the decedent speaking.
Oh, all right.
So the guy that we were looking at, that's only half the body, he Okay, so was the decedent the half the body or the not existing anymore?
The half the body, I believe. I'm actually not clear on that.
So this guy, the guy with the top hat, Rohek, he's the one who got shot by cannon.
Okay. Yep. We have shot cannon by whom? By whom? We have to say whom.
By an ally. Is ally a choice?
If it's an ally, then we need to identify the specific person.
Oh.
Was it?
I would go with unknown by now. But...
Okay.
Wasn't the tentacle around the cannon?
The tentacle was around the cannon.
By the beast.
Does the beast know how to shoot cannons?
We can say this unknown soul was blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. That is something that we can say.
It's an option, but
it's
I don't know if it's
I'm not
correct.
telling you. I'm not telling you it's right. I'm not telling you it's wrong. I'm just telling you it's an option.
I'm gonna say it's probably wrong because I don't feel like a kraken knows what a cannon is. It lives in water.
Well, it sounds like the guys lit the cannon to shoot the kraken, and then the kraken grabbed the cannon and either purposely or otherwise shoved it across. Crushing the other guy.
I mean, we'll leave it there for now.
Leave it where? Do you want to leave it at beast or unknown?
Unknown.
Unknown. Whoops. I said something wrong there. And this other gentleman whose body we couldn't even find. Do we have an idea of his fate, or do we need to revisit that later?
He got cannon too, didn't he?
Did he? You guys don't know. We'll come back to it. There's nothing saying.
Was he the one that was crushed by the cannon when it got moved? Or?
No, he's a different person. So like in the last 2 scenes, we have 3 people who died, 3 unique people who died.
Yeah, because I thought he was the one who was underneath the cannon there, but okay.
The assassination of President This Unknown Soul by the cowardly, terrible beast. I really appreciate that, Zarbala. That is great.
That is fantastic.
Alright, boys, we're looking at... Whoop. Seriously, we're going to be looking at a dead body. Okay, now we're looking at a dead body.
Dude, I love dead bodies. I wish I could marry them.
Are you saying you want to jump them down?
Shut up!
Oh dear.
Oh. That's a bad place to be.
And this is where we can see the guy who was vaporized.
Oh well, all right. I mean, that looks like a bad position to be in with a life cannon.
Oh boy, no! The guy who got vaporized is at. Oh, he's right up against that cannon.
He's right behind the guy that we saw.
He just got mulched.
All right, so yeah, we can definitely put shot by cannon.
Okay, cool. I will go back and do that after we're done here. Now there's the question of the other gentleman.
He was crushed by beast.
Crushed
from the X-Men?
Oh, like my stars and garters.
Who gave
No,
him that
we have not made a tentacle porn.
Yeah,
joke.
that seriously, that frickin' catchphrase was the worst thing.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
It's so strange. Anyway, so what do we got here? We have this guy who is up behind the cannon.
To exist.
Well, yeah. How did he die? What was his fate? Do we know?
Crushed by a terrible.
Crushed.
Yes.
Beast.
Yeah, definitely crushed.
We do have was crushed by a terrible beast.
He had a crush on a terrible beast.
And he's blurred, so I'm not even gonna bother.
He had a crush on a terrible beast.
I mean, Terrible Beast definitely had a crush on him.
Oh, we've all been in high school.
True story. Also,
Some of us even finished it.
Yeah.
forgot to
Nerd.
shot cannon. And then were we leaving that as we're still leaving the double death as blasted with a cannon by an unknown attacker for now.
Yeah. I hope we figure out a way to get their names soon.
Some of them just won't be doing that anytime soon. Anyway.
Oh, is that blood on the floor?
That's blood on the floor. That actually goes into, unless my memory fails me, a different chapter though. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a checkpoint. All right, a chapter checkpoint. We still have 2 parts left of the Doom, but we're gonna do a checkpoint. So I'm gonna go through each one and basically double check everything that we've got. If there's anybody that we can try to identify that we haven't yet. Basically, the number 1 person that we can try to identify that we haven't yet is the cat with the tattoos. The game still thinks that he's a moderate one to identify. Do we want to make a stab at that yet or not?
Probably the Dane.
The Dane.
That would make sense.
Okay, we can put him down as the Danish dude for now. Where was he? Lars Linda, Seaman, Denmark.
We're looking for a gunnery's mate, maybe? Because he was down in the cannons.
Yeah, so he's probably a shooty man.
Okay, so the gunner is actually an officer, and the gunner's mate is the only one on board. The gunner is Christian Wolf from Austria, and the gunner's mate is Oles Witcher from Poland.
I took that.
I don't know.
Sounds like we're not as sure about that as we are about him being Lars Linda.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like a Lars.
Okay, we can leave that as Lars Linda for
Lars
right now.
in Chars?
Yeah, Lars got ripped apart by a Kraken because when he gets a Napster.
All right, everybody else is blurred out, so we're gonna call that a day. Now, there's blood all over here, and we've got a dead body right here. So I'm gonna take a look at the dead body.
Oh.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Okay, so we know Brennan is the surgeon.
I can check that for you in a moment. Because there's actually just a flat out crew manifest that will tell you who the surgeon is.
What are they having a knife fight over here?
There's a lot of things that went on over here apparently.
We'll be picking through those bones in due course.
That guy's missing some head.
Oh, it's easy. Oh, jeez.
There's a lot of blood around here.
Also, this is definitely fantasy. A Scotsman trying to save an Englishman's life.
Yeah. It would be more unbelievable if it was an Irishman.
A Scotsman knowing what a doctor is?
Just hand me the whiskey.
Walk it off!
Okay, so this is part of the escape chapter, I was right. And this marks the first chapter where we're going to go back and check our other chapters once we hit the next checkpoint. All right, so we know that this dude expired. How did he die?
He got cut by somebody.
Got cut. So we've got a couple of things that could be that. We could have knifed, or we could have killed sword.
I'm going with sword. It
Alright.
looked like they were having a sword fight.
Okay. Killed with a sword. If anybody wants to mess with that, you can. And then also, do we know who attacked him?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, we're gonna leave that there then. And for what it's worth, this is part of the important part is that when he said, "Don't leave me," tell Pete's mother I tried to pull him back. That was the decedent speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that. I wanted that to know that.
Yeah, that was definitely the decedent speaking. And there were 3 other people present. Right, and one of them was William Hoskett. We know that William Hoskett was present. We also know the dude with the beanie was present. Those are 2 people that we're familiar with from the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is getting tough.
This is Scooby Doo over here.
Like,
Yeah, you guys gonna have to run through a few doorways and then appear running out of another doorway, even though it seems like it's inexplicable to get through that doorway.
This ship has a lot of doorways.
Just open, close the watch a couple times.
Oh no, we're gonna have a seizure first.
Yeah, you're more when we do a chapter checkpoint and we check everything out. That is like you guys are more than welcome to tell me, hey, can we go back and see this again? Like I will totally do that. All right,
No,
we're looking at a dead body.
The guy who missed part of his skull.
Oh, that was fast. Oh, hey, it's Beanie Boy.
Yeah, not much to say. Just a whole lot to club.
Yeah, that dude was not okay with all of the things that are coming on here. The dude with half a face is already down.
Does that look like a knife in the back?
Walking back over so you can take another look at it.
Officers killing officers.
Stabbing them right in their orifices.
Yeah, that looks like a knife in the back.
So, something that you should be able to figure out about the watch now is precisely how it works. Any theories on how this watch works?
It's seeming like what we can do is go to the exact moment that somebody died, and we can also kind of hop from that moment to any other deaths in the area.
That first part is the important part. We go back to the exact moment that somebody expired. So if somebody like our other gentleman, who we said was killed with a sword, but we now know was knifed, and I'm gonna go ahead and update that for you. We still don't know who did it, so that's fine. But you know, if somebody is attacked and then bleeds out later, you know, we don't necessarily get all of that context. That is going to be an important part later on in the game. Now,
yeah, because if somebody gets poisoned, we're not gonna know, because the poison's gonna happen way after they drink it.
Mm-hmm.
That explains also the blood knife that's outside the door.
Okay, anyway, so the other thing to note is, what's all this, you damn fool, was not the decedent. Anyway, his face is blurred, so we don't know who it is, but he was definitely clubbed, and do we know by whom? Do we know who Beanie Boy is?
It was a first mate, right?
No, the first mate is part of one of the clues that you can use here actually is on the artist renditions that you have. People wear accurate garb for what they have. So, for example, the bicorns and tricorns are worn by officers. We can tell that William Hoskett is wearing a bicorn.
I just noticed in the Justice at Sea picture, there's a guy getting, like, strung up, isn't there?
Yes, that is what Justice at Sea implies.
Well.
Oh. Jeez, that's rough, buddy.
It is. It's pretty
you
bad.
You do a crime, the captain's got a, the captain don't have a proper jail cell for that. He's gonna,
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so with do we have any idea who Beanie Boy is? Yes or no?
He's not going to be an officer because it's not a fancy
He's a
hat,
bosun.
right?
Sounds like we don't know who he is yet, and that's fine. There's a lot of game to go.
Mm-hmm.
So leave him.
How long is this game?
I completed the entire thing in about 6 hours, but that was when I had absolutely no guidance and no idea what was going on. So
well, yeah, you also didn't have 4 idiots talking in your ear.
Trust me when I say that's going to be more of a benefit than an impediment here. All right. I got another thing to take a look at.
Yeah, you're gonna go spin around. It's right there. Just go right over there.
Looking at a dead body.
You have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there? Mutiny! Mutiny! Fresh bastard!
Yikes!
Oh dear.
Oh! The idea of mutiny really blew his mind.
Yeah?
I thought you were gonna
He
go
got
for
his
another
thoughts all
sandwich.
scattered over the wall.
That dude looks like thrilled that he just shot someone in the oh, that guy kind of ate it too, huh?
He's really excited to be here.
There is no Kraken right now, though, so things are, in general, looking up on the ship at the moment. TBH.
Well, yeah.
Well, at least things can't get any worse.
He said before giant squid.
Oh, bother.
Okay, so important context here is enough. Captain cannot be trusted. Yes, we take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Huh? Who's there? Fresh bastard. That was all the decedent.
Oh, so the mutiny guy lived.
The mutiny guy is probably the guy that got stabbed in the back.
The guy calling mutiny is not the decedent. That's correct.
Shot in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy obviously got shot with a gun. Do we know by whom? No, we don't, because we actually can't. The other dude's face is blurred, so I'm not even gonna mess with y'all on that. Okay, there we go.
Somebody loyal to the captain, at least for a little bit.
But also someone new, like a first mate or a third mate or something.
Oh look, there's another body up here.
Oh geez, just never ends.
There's 60 people on board. I'm gonna lay it out for you. Not all of them make it.
Gee, you think?
That guy didn't die until they were dumped in the ocean.
You think that, but now we're gonna look at his dead body.
Oh, right.
God bless it.
God bless his dead body.
There's no god on this boat.
Just hanging out.
There's the
Shut up.
captain now.
Oh, dear.
Oh, good job, girl. You sniped the shit out of him.
Yeah, he kind of got shot right in the chest.
Kaboom.
Seeing a couple people, an awful lot around here. Also,
the captain
huh?
Yeah,
Hidden-
that's like the captain.
Hidden thing over here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, we found the key to the Chow Garden.
Kind of a true story, actually. You guys were wondering how that
it's a
dude got
knife.
knifed? Well,
That-
hidden below deck.
That guy looks Austrian.
Yeah.
I'm
That
not sure.
hat is
I'm not
very
sure
Austrian.
which dude you're talking about, but we'll take a look at it.
guy
Probably
with
no
the
face
captain.
dude.
Oh, the dude who was about to knife our Englishman.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Mm.
All right. So, let them go was not the decedent. And we obviously know that this dude was shot with a gun. Do we know by whom?
One of the female passengers.
One of the female passengers. Let's take a look at the passengers. We have Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. We also have Abigail Hoscott Witterell, but obviously we've already identified her.
And how she died.
Yeah. So we have Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. That's who could have shot him. Do we know which one it was?
Afraid not.
No.
No.
Okay. We're gonna leave it as an unknown attacker at the moment.
Which one of them
My money
sounds
is
like
on
they're a
Miss
better
Jane
shot?
Bird, because she sounds like a better shot.
They're both English people, so no clue how they would sound in relation to each other. All right, we're gonna call that good right there. Let's see what's next. Oh, there's another body up here. People just dying left and right.
Oh.
Okay, here we go, looking at dead bodies again.
I feel like it's not again and still.
Consistency is key.
Sometimes it's difficult to get somebody's face in here. There we go.
Oh, well, that's a sorting.
Yeah. That's a paddler.
Yeah, dude.
I
Dude got
like
hit
to
with a sword.
imagine that the guy on the rowboat down there is just watching you go in circles, looking at skeletons, like, what the hell's he doing?
Speaking
Hey,
of, I
look,
should.
there's a guy coming. He was probably the guy downstairs that beardy guy was talking to about Mutiny, and he just climbed up over.
None of this actually happened. You're just on the most opium.
Didn't quite get everybody in that one. That's okay. We can revisit it a little bit later.
Are both the ladies on there?
Both of the ladies are on
Yeah.
that boat. Yes. Okay, so last one, move quick and damn, was the decedent. And big hint, somebody yelled, "Paul, look out!"
Yeah.
Paul's the one who got shot, and which lady shares a last name with a Paul?
Well, yeah, the game thinks that we can very easily identify this person. And we know that he was Killed with a sword. Do we know by whom? The by whom is actually still fuzzed out. So he was killed with a sword by an unknown attacker. But who do we think this guy is?
Well,
I just want to say we take a look at the passengers of the, two female ladies, then we look for a relative.
Okay, so we have Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. Let's look for Jackson or Bird in the other people here. No. They do not appear to be related to anybody aboard. They're definitely not.
Paul.
They're definitely not related to anybody
Paul
aboard.
Moss.
Yeah, there's a Paul Moss from Wales.
Paul Moss from Wales. He appears to be the only Paul aboard. So, do we think the man who got sorted is Paul Moss, or do we think that somebody else was, or do we think that was somebody else?
Probably Paul Moss.
Well, no, we know the decedent.
Basically, do we think the decedent is Paul Moss, or do we think the Paul was like the bearded dude who did the killing?
I think he might have been the guy who did the killing, because somebody said, "Look out," and then maybe Paul turned around.
Yeah,
and said,
yeah, they said, "Paul, look out," as in, "Hey, Paul, watch out."
If the bearded guy was Paul, why would she shoot him?
That's fair.
Good point.
I'd say he's Paul.
So we think the decedent is Paul, going once, going twice. Okay, the decedent is Paul until we come up with something else. It is not going to sign off on his fate no matter what, because we didn't say who killed him. So we need to figure that out for that to be a valid fate. All right, we've got one more, and then we're gonna hit a checkpoint.
Who else could have died?
There's somebody below deck, actually.
Oh, jeez.
All right, looking at a dead body. Y'all shut up. Oh wait, no, I need to follow the wisp. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting this. That's one of the things that always messes with me in this game, because it's like I already went to the body. Why are you making me go to the body again? All right, great. Now we're looking at a dead body.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
For that. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
Oh, he expired of old age.
Clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. There's no way that was anything but old age.
Oh. Ah, so that's what happened here. The beard guy was having a conversation with what's his face.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just happening to go out their doors right now.
Yeah, and nobody seems particularly bothered by the trail of blood. I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
Well, they have gone through a Kraken attack already.
Yeah, I feel like there's that, blood is kind of...
Passe at this point.
Yeah.
They have that little Dwarf Fortress character tag that says they don't really care about anything else anymore.
Okie dokie. So the game thinks we should be able to identify this guy and put me down. Let go. The squid. Where is my Frenchman? Verdammt. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it? And a curse like that does not lift for nothing. We're all the decedent.
Okay, so was the guy who got pulled apart actually a Frenchman then?
I don't know the
Hey.
answer to that question.
Well, it says your mate was torn apart, and we know somebody who was.
Torn apart.
We do, as a matter of fact, know that there was somebody who was torn apart.
But why would a Frenchman have swirlies?
Let's focus on what's in front of us right now, and then we'll hit some of these other things when we hit the checkpoint. So, how did this guy die? Let's start there.
Do we have a blood out?
We do not have bled out. You did I will note that he was missing an arm. He was missing an
Oh,
arm.
I didn't see that. So
Yeah,
Oh.
it might be difficult to tell if you're not looking at it super closely, but he was missing an arm.
So yeah, I'm gonna say torn apart.
Okay, and say torn apart by
The beast.
creature.
by a terrible beast. And for what it's worth, there is an interesting thing here in that we can always go back to the memories that these people are in, and it will bookmark it for us. So, since we're not 100% sure, we'll go ahead and bookmark those memories and go back to wherever else we saw this guy. We also saw this guy on the main deck in the Doom when the swirly guy, who we currently think is Lars Linda, and Abigail Witterell died. We saw him on deck.
Was he? I remember somebody was pulling half of the swirly guy's body around. Was that this guy?
We can go back and check. So we'll leave it at torn apart by a terrible beast right now, subject to us confirming. Do we know who this person was?
It thinks we should. Doesn't he look like a passenger? Is that just me?
Yeah. He does look like a
Let's look at where he.
Verdammt is a very specific curse.
That's a German.
Yeah.
That's damn it in
Extremely.
German.
Yeah. So he could be the Austrian.
Let's see if are there any other Germanic people around. We have the bosun, who's from Austria, and
And the bosun's mate is from France.
Charles Minor.
the bosun's mate is also from France, Charles Minor. So, yeah, he is he's the only Austrian on board, and we know that he has a mate because they said that specifically. Yeah, his mate is a Frenchman.
That's really
That
funny.
seems-
I'm not gonna lie.
Seems pretty definitive to me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
then-
there's no judgment on the open seas.
I think trafficker begs different.
Yeah, that's Alfred Klistel until we say otherwise. And yeah, Fuka is also pointing out kind of what I alluded to earlier. This is only showing the exact moment of his death. But
Yeah.
he's been dragged around. He received his injury that killed him in a different scene. It's exactly the same way we noticed that this other guy got stabbed, and we didn't even have any idea who stabbed him for a long while. Okay, so that's all good, and that basically completes a chapter for us. So I'm gonna find the way out of here, and then we're gonna do a checkpoint. So one of the other things to note is that when you complete a chapter, it gives you a bunch of X's and then slashes. X's are people who are known to have died, and then you also have a number of disappearances.
Oh.
And then we are also responsible for these disappearances, which is why why I said we are going to do these checkpoints. First things first. Somebody made a question about the surgeon. We know for a fact that the surgeon is Henry Evans from England, because that's part of the ship's manifest. And do note, we know a Henry Evans. He's the
book guy.
He's the cat who sent us the book. So that's interesting. Just to know.
The French, and he wants it sent to the French consulate, basically.
And it sounded like he died of being sick.
He said he's exactly what he said is, regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. And then regarding where he was, he said, use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everybody aboard, complete each chapter accurately, and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Anyway.
So he didn't have enough resources to get better, but he had enough resources to create the Death Watch.
And the Death Book.
The Death Book. And the Death, you couldn't use a little bit of magic to maybe not have a little coughy cough?
Yeah.
Well, considering so far what it seems to be able to do, I don't know, that might just kill him. And then
That's true.
That.
Okay, checkpoint time. I'm gonna go back through what we know of the Doom so far. We have this guy we still can't identify. These two guys we still can't identify. Another fuzz face, and the game thinks that we might be able to identify this this guy who was blasted by an explosion.
Huh.
Well, that's awfully generous of it.
Yeah. If nobody has any idea, we'll keep moving.
Of the explosion guy? I'll admit, I'm stumped on that one.
Okay, we'll keep moving. There's no big deal. So then we have Tattoo Guy. Are we still confident that that's Lars Linda, or do we want to make a change to that?
I'm thinking Frenchman now, Charles Minor.
Charles Minor. Any other thoughts on that? No objections, so I'm going to change it unless somebody says otherwise.
No, I think we can change it.
Okay, change done. Abigail's fine. Bargain.
This is making my brain hurt.
Yeah. We have Alfred the Bosun. We just did that one. And then Paul Moss. We just did that one. That guy is fuzzed. That guy is fuzzed. And then we have the two women. So the game thinks that we can identify both women, and figure out their fate.
Well, through straight brute force, we could.
I mean,
they escaped, it seems like.
Okay.
Yeah, they were both but
we have escaped where? Africa, Atlantic Island, Azores, Canary Islands, so on and so forth.
Let's see.
It have to be the Azores or the Canaries.
Yeah.
Do we want to say Azores or Canaries for right now?
Wasn't there a map that showed us where?
Yeah.
We do have a map. Just a moment.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We'll go to whichever one's closest. I just think the squid attack was in between the Azores and the Canaries.
So we have the Azores to the north, northwest. We have the Canaries to the southeast, and then further to the southeast we have Africa, and then further to the northeast we have Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking against the Azores, at least if they're still alive.
Okay, we want to say the Azores for now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, which side of the boat were they on? Were they getting off of?
The port side.
Yeah, the port side.
Okay, so I was gonna say we'd probably want to look at that to make sure they're not going. All right.
Yeah, they were on the port side. So we're gonna say that these people are alive in the Azores. Alive in the Azores.
I'm pretty sure the younger one is the Miss.
Oh, balls. Screwed that up. Okay, so the younger one. Basically, we have one woman who has traditionally African features, and we have one woman who's very clearly white. Which one did we think was the Miss?
The one who's very clearly white.
Okay.
I have no idea the difference between the two.
Yeah, it's pointing out the deduction rating. I already said what that was going to be. And we can always revisit it. That's the point of these checkpoints. Okay? So we've definitely got something wrong because we have more than 3 fates that we've identified, and it's not locking anything in. And then beyond that, so Beanie Guy. The game thinks that we should be able to easily identify Beanie Guy now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Nobody has any clue?
Wait, what was that one? What name was that one guy yelling?
When he was asking to bring the surgeon's kit?
No, he said that he had to forgive somebody's mother or something.
Just a moment.
Pete's mother.
Yeah, we can go back and check that specifically. Let's check that entire scene, shall we?
Maybe that guy's Pete.
Then that was blasted by an explosion. Where was that? On the main deck. It was part of Escape. I'm screwing it up here.
Man, solving mysteries is hard.
It's it's kind of a thing. Clubbed by an unknown. Here we go. So we actually have 2 names that were mentioned in the midshipman cabin. The decedent said, "Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. You tell her yourself, Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit." And it's worth noting that by this point, Pete is already dead.
So maybe Pete was the guy who got pulled in half. Do we want to try that?
I don't think you'd want to be responsible for pulling that guy back.
I mean, he tried.
Well, that's why he has to specify to save him.
But the other question is, was there anybody near or anybody trying to pull him back in that scene when that character died?
Sorry, just
with the guy that got torn apart, did you actually see anybody trying to hold on to him?
Yeah, wasn't he like lifting his torso up? Like, no. Remember, like it was after it happened. He was on the ground. The guy was like trying to drag his torso.
But that's not pulling him back. He's already. I mean, he's already dead at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, with the shock, he might be like, "You can make it."
Point is though that Beanie Guy died after the Englishman who got knifed died, so he's definitively not Pete. And usually the game only gives you one thing like that if they have either a rank or a name. So the name that we have to work with is Brennan.
Well, let's go see if there's a Brennan.
I'm appreciating Fuka disliking this thoroughly because I know Fuka well enough to know that Fuka really enjoys having lots and lots of options and really hates trying to choose, but also really hates trying to choose one.
There's a Henry Brennan, right?
There is one Brennan on board. Henry Brennan, the seaman
Yep.
from England.
Mhm. It
And
could be him.
we still have
But-
something wrong because we can be pretty confident that that's Henry Brennan and he was knifed by Captain Robert Witterell, and the game still didn't tell us a bunch of shit was right.
All right, so we have at least one that's correct, and like 4 that are just fucking wrong.
Can we set the Frenchman back to Lars?
We'll set the Frenchman back to Lars, and that is the only that is the only brute force thing that I'm letting you do this at this
I'm
checkpoint.
Those don't look like French tattoos.
They are.
That's racist.
Mm.
Where the hell did that? Here he is. My cursor was right
Only
over him.
racist if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, it didn't click into place.
It didn't. Oh,
So
so I was wrong.
there you go. That's
You're
all.
right.
That's
I
all we
was
got.
racist.
What's next? What's next? So this is this is what's next. We got another dead body to look at.
Oh, jeez.
We were doing so well, but now there's dead bodies.
The watch is just conjuring more.
Shut
It's
up.
an addiction now.
Shut up.
Lower the boats! The whole crew will be on us! Give it!
Oh ho.
Like, I got revenge of that guy and his incessant fiddling.
Ow!
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are hurt here. Who
So
knows how
that's
many of
how-
them are going to turn into corpses for us?
Okay, so that's how that guy died. Stabbed by a spear. By an unknown assailant.
He's getting away with murder.
All right. So yes, this is actually chapter 3, murder.
Oh, what?
So
Appropriate name.
I'm starting to put together the pieces between him saying a curse and everyone dying that the captain was shipping something he shouldn't have been. Some murders happened. There might have been a sacrifice, and then the Kraken was like, "Hey, you guys did it. I'm here."
Hey, you guys!
Heard someone was
Hmm.
making some sacrifices. Decided to show up.
All right,
There's
so-
a question for you. Can you see that rightly without knowing all the facts?
Gonna have to figure it out. Okay, so this guy, he's fuzzed. Can't say we know what's up with him, but we do know that he was shot with a gun. Do we know who he was shot by?
Captain
No.
again?
A man with a gun.
The captain actually is not even present in this scene.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Woke up the morning after and be like, what the fuck?
the captain just murders everybody.
I have to up my game.
I think it is worth noting that there is an achievement in this game for saying that every single person got killed by the captain. That's not a joke. That is
No,
an
that
achievement.
is totally an achievement.
I mean, technically, he might have if he was the one who summoned the Kraken.
You know, he's the captain. He's ultimately responsible for everything that happens on his ship. You know,
Well, there's also the fact that at least one of the guys was saying, "Hey, we got attacked by the Kraken." The captain said he sent the Kraken off.
I mean,
A curse like that doesn't lift easy.
Yeah.
for nothing.
if we want to use the table of contents as a clue, the doom happened, then the bargain, then the escape.
Oh, so this is an iconic body coming up.
Oh. Oh, hey, it's this
Uh-oh.
guy. This is the guy that's been in all the pictures.
Oh.
Well, just the one picture, but
I mean,
Opie
he is in
Joe.
the titular Justice at Sea picture. Yeah.
Maybe his name is Mr. Justice.
All right, looking at the dead body. Y'all shut up.
Hok Seng Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasqua.
Quiet.
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England, I sentence you to death by firing line. Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire!
Well,
That's a little rude.
Mm-hmm.
oh, these guys. Hey,
Oh,
buddies.
we have to identify which one actually shot him, huh?
I like how the execution scene has the least amount of bloodshed we've seen so far.
Oh, hey, top hat guy. Oh,
Top
Like
hat guy
Mr.
is
Wolf
Mr.
there.
Wolf.
yeah.
Like,
but
this has
he-
been-
We haven't seen them before.
A man being strung up and shot by 5 other dudes is the least bloody scene we've seen so far.
Just
And
let
then-
that sink in.
You know, Archie, if you're gonna look at everybody in this picture, are they going to show you the picture?
Yeah, this is what the artist painted for Justice at Sea.
So where's the dude playing the fiddle? I'm gonna slap the shit out of him.
And then we know that his wife is Mrs. Lynn or something like that.
Well, we already know that Miss Lim is one of the passengers on the ship. So the decedent didn't say anything in that thing, but it's not exactly a mystery as to who he is, because the captain said his name directly. That's Hok Seng Lao. Whoops.
And murder of Nunzio Pasqua.
Apparently, he murdered Nunzio Pasqua, and that is why they're executing him. And he was shot with a gun. And did you guys get a good look at who actually got the kill shot? Because there was only one hit.
It was the guy on the far left.
The dude with the beanie.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's actually Henry Brennan. Like we've already identified Henry Brennan there. Oh no! Look, that actually got us 3 more fates.
Hey!
Hey!
So who did
Who's
we
the
get?
three?
The bosun was correct.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Hok Seng Lao was correct, obviously. And then Henry Brennan was correct, obviously, because we had names on those.
So you still got the guy that was torn apart wrong.
Yeah, Tattoo Man is wrong. We know objectively that's not who you guys said it was. And then the women we assigned they're wrong somehow, either their names or their fates. We're not 100% sure yet. And then Paul Moss was killed by a sword with an unknown attacker. That could still be completely correct because we haven't locked in who his attacker was.
But he was aggressive.
He was definitely aggressive. There was aggression happening.
Oh, somebody's already dead.
I'm going to guess that is Nunzio. Because he's all entombed in everything. Come on, Wisp, hurry up.
Done it all very officially, so this one's a very simple one to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Doo-doo. Looking at a dead body, be quiet.
Hello? Who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? Senor Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?
Oh, hello, yes.
things. Ooh, watch your step. Here, let me help you.
Huh. This doesn't look like Hawk Seng Lao to me.
No.
No. Oh, hey, there's
Good
still
old
more.
man.
But I do see Hawk Seng Lao over here
So it's an
bleeding from
officer.
the head. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh, what's that thing in the thing?
That's a very shiny thing, isn't it?
Wait, go look at the shiny!
I'm gonna go look at the shiny again.
It was animated and everything.
Okay, so there's an evil. There's an evil.
I'm looking at it very closely, as closely as
There's
I can.
an evil.
An evil aboard this ship.
Evil!
Big old chest that it's in too.
Repeatedly.
Oh, check that out!
Does it look like a
Hands and
shell?
letters.
I'd mutiny for that sort of power. I'm ready to throw cool guy off a boat already.
Damn straight.
Yeah, and it's not even there. This is like the memory of the treasure.
Yeah, so imagine how good it'll be when I actually get it.
True story. Okay,
That's
so
why I keep trying to bubble him in 20XX.
so the decedent said, "Hello, who is there? Who is that? Is someone hurt? And Senor Nichols, is that you? What are you doing down here?"
Well, we know who he was killed by.
Right. So we already know that this is Nunzio Pasqua. He was clearly knifed. And he was knifed by a gentleman named Nichols. That is the second mate. Let's see if there's any other Nichols on board. No, spoiler alert, there isn't.
Yeah.
Nunzio Pasqua was knifed by Edward Nichols, second mate.
By the beast.
By the beast.
By the beach.
The beast at what he does.
Crushed by cannon.
I blame the beast.
Crushed by the
Cannon.
cannon of this story.
Yeah, it was cannon that he was crushed.
He was a loose cannon, but it got results.
I'm gonna run and grab myself a drink real quick.
Does pasting somebody against the side of a boat count as a result?
Yes. I mean,
Would it
on a
not?
technicality, yes.
All right, so that's the end of the chapter. We can do a checkpoint now. Not a whole lot of extra information. We already did Nunzio Pasqua, so that's fine. The other guy is still blurry. Not going to worry about that. The calling, that isn't one that we've done. Unholy captives, nothing there. Soldiers of the sea, nothing there. The Doom. So, aha! One of these people that got murdered down there is now one arrow. He's the dude with the big top hat who was directing the firing line.
Oh,
Mr.
well, that
Wolf.
guy.
Mr.
Yes.
Wolf.
Mr. Wolf.
Turns out he is Christian Wolf from Austria, and he's the gunner. And then this gentleman, the game still thinks that we have a moderate chance of getting. He's the dude who was exploded.
Could he be the Frenchman? If there's nobody else that died in the Doom.
Lots of people died in the Doom.
Oh, then we just haven't seen them? Well, alright then.
I'm back.
A lot of people we don't get a snapshot of their death
Yeah,
because their body's not around.
Yeah, well, they'll show
track
up
it.
with disappearances.
Oh, alright then.
Yeah.
We haven't seen everything that happened in the Doom yet, so we don't get them yet. But
Yeah, we haven't seen how it started, which, by the way, is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid, and it's incredible.
It's fan fucking tastic.
So we have it doesn't sound like we have any idea who this guy that is exploded yet is, which is fine. We can come back to it.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. All right, Tattoo Man. We know for a fact that he is not Lars Linda. Do we have any other idea who he might be?
Maybe he's one of that Frenchmen.
We can try putting him in as the Frenchman until further notice.
Yes, Charles Minor.
Yeah, we tried putting him as Charles Minor, and it didn't accept it. Though, if that was something that we thought it should do, I'm not sure yet. But we know he's not Lars Linda because it accepted a bunch of things without accepting his fate. And again, this is another one. It's fine if we don't know who he is right now. Oh, Christian Wolf is still being noted as an unknown attacker. Zarbala just pointed that out. Remember that we were trying to decide whether or not it was the Beast's fault or whoever lit the fuse.
Let's go ahead and put the Beast just so we have something in there.
Okay.
Yeah, fine enough.
Okay.
Beast turned the cannon.
If that was good for Wolf, it's good for the other dude that got vaporized. So Tattoo Man, we don't know about him. We're gonna come back to him. And then Bargain, that's whatever. Escape. And then Paul Moss, we still don't know who killed him. Because this is the dude who killed him and he's fuzzed out. He's fuzzed out. So we have the women back here.
Night Madden.
We could have their names wrong. We could have their fate wrong. Could be both. Do we have it? Do we want to mess around with them at all?
I feel like we can give that a shot. It says we should know them, so we might as well try.
It says that you have an outside chance of being able to deduce it.
Let's switch where they ended up.
Okay.
The Cayman Islands.
We have
Canary.
we have Canary Islands. Is that what we want to try?
Let's try that.
Okay, Canary Islands.
I like canaries.
I like them when they alert me to toxic mine gases.
I don't even
What
know
about
where
Torque, though?
Azores is.
And then some. Okay, that's it. Checkpoint done. All right, so now we need to find us another body to investigate.
Oh well, there. Oh.
Fortunately, I know where one might be. Down here.
Throw a rock in any direction.
I see a blood trail. I see a blood trail. I'm seeing a blood trail, and there's a body.
Blood for the blood god.
All right, looking at a dead body, everybody.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
Welp.
Well. Well. What?
Oh.
What?
Whoa!
Spider crab.
Spider crab.
It's a giant enemy crab.
I always appreciate the response of oh. Like, that's such a great introduction to that sequence because like that you only get to see the bolt hole. It's just like oh no, that's definitely a bad thing happening right.
That's happening. That's happening right there.
So did this? Okay, so the Kraken wasn't the only thing.
No. There's a couple
like
more terrible beasts around here.
So wait, can we get a view on who has the gun in there?
We can sort of. That one's a really difficult one to grab. Like we'll be
Yeah.
revisiting that scene. I guarantee you
I'm
that.
starting to see why there was a mutiny. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if I was like, we're gonna transport some spices back to England, and the captain is like, I've summoned the devil.
We're gonna transport some spiders back to England.
Crew, I just would like to let you all know, I have summoned the devil, and the
I'm going
Chinaman
to-
that we shot was the sacrifice.
I'm
Gotcha.
going to need the log of passengers so I can include the devil.
I have
He is
also
indeed
let you
riding
know-
with us.
I agree. Spider for new captain.
Yeah. I like to think that they actually stored the devil inside the gemstone, and that's why it's just randomly cropping up every so often.
So the game technically tells you that you can deduce it by this point, but I'm just gonna say no, you guys can't. Like that is one of the last people I ever got. It's insane.
Did he say anything in his death conversation?
No,
Or is that just all
no,
other people?
no. It was
No,
all other people. I'm sorry, I forgot to show that, but the decedent did not say anything.
Yeah, the decedent was hiding like a bitch because there's a fucking giant crab in the other room.
He was also already wounded when he got shot. Notice that I followed a trail of blood back here.
Well, yeah. Did you see the snippers on that thing?
Or the guy.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a closer look at it here in a minute.
The guy impaled by spines on the door.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Oh God
Oh
bless it.
God.
All right,
Okay.
dead body time. Shut up.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
Oh wow. Did he get like spiked by the crab?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, that is exactly the verb the game uses for it.
Although I also used speared.
Yeah.
Where's the crab? Oh, they
There
killed
it is.
it.
Oh, with a sword?
Yeah, they put up a fight. And no, we don't need to solve the mystery of who killed the crab. The crab isn't on the passenger manifest.
Crab's the
Not
most
gonna
interesting
report this
character.
stuff.
No,
Crab.
nobody cares about crab people.
Killed by crewsman. Delicious with butter.
I'm kind of sad that it's still not down in the bottom of the hole, just as a corpse.
Yeah, if anything was gonna stick around, it would be that exoskeleton.
Right? Okay, you guys actually got it right during it, so I'm just gonna put in spiked, and it automatically fills in by a terrible beast. And he's blurred out, so that's all we got for right now.
I like the fact that I was assuming that they were gonna hit land and a tiger was gonna fuck someone up.
No.
I just automatically assume a tiger would be involved somehow. I don't know.
Dude has been rereading Calvin and Hobbes recently, alright? Give him
When
a
I
break.
saw beast, my first assumption was, oh, these guys are idiots. Any animal they've never seen is a beast. I didn't think fucking like Spider Crab and the Kraken team were gonna show up.
Spider Crab and the Kraken team is my new heavy metal band, by the way.
Oh, that's my favorite 80s cartoon.
Come on, pull out the watch. Here we go. Alright, dead body time. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's fairly obvious how this cat died.
Oh, jeez.
'Twas meowed.
Well,
P.S. That's the bosun back there with a blunderbuss. Dude is kicking ass.
I didn't realize it was in Fuego Crab.
Wait, if the bosun has the blunderbuss, then he's probably the one who shot the other guy.
It's a blunderbuss, not a rifle. There's a couple of rifles around too.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, that other guy, we see that he's pulling himself away because he also got spiked by the crab. So one of the things that we want to try to figure out is, do we think that the rifle shot actually killed him, or was he already dead from being spiked?
I want to say that he was injured, but I think the rifle shot finished him off because you can see the blast from the rifle at the exact moment.
That is a true
Unless
story.
it's the world's biggest coincidence that he happened to get just obliterated by
It was
everything.
just really loud, and he was surprised by it, and it stopped his heart.
Or unless he tried to pull out a spark and the spike, he ripped a fart so hard it looked like a shotgun blast as he died.
Swear to Christ.
Spooked to death. I can't believe it.
Spooked.
Shit his pants to death.
Oh, this is a good one.
Terrible beast.
Oh no.
What happened over here?
We're about to find out, because this is our next
Some
stop.
Shit.
Some serious shit.
Shit. Yeah, that's the response. What happened? Some shit.
It's true every single time you answer it that way.
Oh, this game went from like an interesting mystery to a super hilariously interesting mystery.
All right, dead body time.
Oh dear.
Oh, torn apart by a horrible...
Oh, jeez.
Actually, this looks more like strangling.
Man.
Okay, this thing is now a Pikmin boss. Look at it go.
Yeah.
Captain Olimar in this version
Hey.
sucks.
There's somebody on top of that thing.
That's a woman. Wait, look at that crab.
That woman has the worst case of crabs I've ever seen.
Oh.
Well, I said it so no one else would.
Well, at least we know she's French.
Check this out. We also see how the crab got at on fire.
Yeah.
Some dude threw a lantern at that SOB.
Fuck. Look at him. He's like Kobe. Look at that pose. I love it. That's the sassiest pose I've ever seen from a man who's dying and throwing a lantern.
I mean, it's understandable. He's died, but I lit that guy on fire.
So,
with my last breath, I'm gonna be baller as fuck.
I mean, keep that in mind, because we've got a couple more situations like that coming up. Okay, so how did these two cats die? We have Claude and we have decapitated. Do we want?
I'm going with. I like Claude.
Claude.
Claude is probably pretty good too.
Claude.
Because they still had their heads on.
It fills in by a terrible beast if I do Claude as well.
I mean,
that's fitting.
Can't believe Claude is dead.
Claude got clawed at the claw.
Yeah, I noticed there's a person sitting on that crab. That's why I said there was a woman there. It looked like a sea witch was commanding it.
Yeah, kinda.
That's making assumptions, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Could just be a normal
Yeah,
sea.
just because she's covered in seaweed riding a crab, suddenly she's a sea witch. Like just making all sorts of judgments here.
Oh, sorry, I'm being a witch race. Oh, there's another one.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah, these
fucking muggle privilege over here.
This guy's fucking killing spree.
You thought there was one crab, but there's two. Is funny. Is one more than thought.
All right, dead body time.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already going to the neck. Hey. Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat. Ah!
Well, that guy's dead next.
Notice how that dude just like threw an axe at the spider with his last breath. Just goes, "Hey, catch!" Boom.
Oh, this guy has the right idea.
Oh boy.
Just freaking shooting spikes everywhere. These freaking things.
Man, wow, like, let me take a look at that crab. I want to see how it's actually firing the spikes. Because that looks like magic.
It's...
Yo, hey, is that...
Also parrying the axe.
Yeah, right? This crab is just like... Oh.
It looks like the spikes are actually coming out of the figure on top.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time we've seen decent dialogue for a little bit. So I'm gonna put this out there. The decedent said, "What's going on? Come on, boss!" and "Hey, catch."
This is a poor brave soul right here.
Wait, so was the person talking to Nick?
Or
is he saying he's already killed Nick?
Stay back. It's already done for Nick.
I think it says it's
Nick's
killed Nick
already
already.
been killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like this. I do like this guy. It's just like his reaction to this crab spider. Like, come on.
This is one of the few times, by the way, I completely disagree with the game on whether or not you can identify this guy, because if you're paying attention, you can identify him right now.
He said boss.
Someone's mate.
Yeah, so he's clearly someone's mate. And what sort of accent did he have?
The other guy had a French one.
Sounded Spanish or
Spanish maybe.
Okay, all right. Let's check the mates. Yeah. Try anyways. Let's check the mates and see if we have anyone from Spain. Charles Minor is from France. James Wallace is from England. Marcus Gibbs is from America. And Olis Wattier is from Poland. And those are all of the mates.
Can we hear it one more time?
We can. I might have. I'll have to come back on the checkpoint for that though.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and what do you guys think?
We'll just leave it on the checkpoint. That's really critical information that you're asking for right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
we at least narrowed it down a little.
Somebody here thinks they're witches.
I think they're witches. I'm sorry, if you're covered in seaweed and riding a spike-throwing crab, you're probably a witch or a Dark Souls enemy.
I mean, Dark Souls is a pretty legitimate guess there.
It looks like the seaweed witches are actually throwing the spikes, so...
Yeah, Speared also works for any of these things that I'm saying spiked. For what it's worth, it's just...
Yeah, that's just Quailag's Alolan form.
Also, talking.
Hello.
Oh shit.
Hi.
Well, we know how he died.
Are you sure? I can't tell. Oh, they need to be looking behind them. Wait, that dude! Someone turned on the Bethesda physics for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That dude is out of here.
He's returning to his home planet.
He's probably happier for it.
He's got places to be.
Oh, man. He got more air than anyone in the 15th century ever has.
Definitely got higher, too.
Oh, look at him. Okay, get us a really close look at one of them witches.
Huh?
Well, I mean, we'll do that when we review. So
Ghost riding the crab.
We know that this guy was speared by a beast, and the game thinks that we should be able to figure this out. And with what we were talking about, I feel like you guys should be able to go toward on that.
Yeah, that was
Hi,
Nick.
That was Nick. Great.
Bye, Nick.
Yep. Let's see if we can find a Nick or a Nicholas in the crew manifest. What do we got here?
Maybe a last name?
Nicholas
Bottomell.
Oh, Botternell.
Nicholas Botternell. I actually missed that, so I'm glad you guys saw it.
I didn't think it was down. It was
There
like
it
30
is,
something.
Topman. Oh, we got another 3, boys.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I'm lagging a little.
Well, stream.
Well, yeah, it's the stream. So Nicholas was right.
I'm gonna refresh the stream to make sure I'm up to date.
Sure. Nunzio was also correct. And then Christian Wolf was blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast, was accepted.
Yeah!
Hooray!
I mean, he's dead, so not yeah, but we got it right.
Yeah. All you can do is at least tell his story. But you want to know the bad news?
There's a bunch of other ones that we were totally wrong about.
That means Tattoo Man still don't know him.
And the ladies still don't know who the ladies are.
Still don't know who the ladies are. Ladies are also still wrong.
That's right. If we keep this up, we'll run out of options, and then we can't be wrong.
That is pretty much true. All right, you guys are gonna love this next body.
I've loved all of them, so you're probably right.
Just keep watching.
Flyboy here.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, no, this dude is dead as shit.
Oh.
The inspector quivering with anticipation.
Wow, he's way up there. He got fucked.
They finally put him down on the thing. Also, dead people time.
Oh.
Wow.
So that got elected.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
See, I knew this would be good. Hey,
I like how everyone else is watching like,
so
oh,
he's a top
shit.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tattoo Man is a top man. This is one of the subtle clues that the game gives you by pointing out people's jobs. Everybody who's up here in the rigging right now is a topman, which doesn't help you with some of them because you have, for example, all of these Chinese people. There are 4 Chinese people on board, including the guy who just got electrocuted.
Can you just keep an eye on him for a second? I just want to, yeah. He got it.
Yeah. That dude got destroyed.
That was funny.
And here I was kind of hoping electrocuted would be a beast. Like, just a demonic Pikachu shows up.
Out of all the revelations, that was the most shocking.
Most literally. Alright, he was electrocuted. And he's fuzzed up, so we have no idea who he is.
His crewmate's got a real jolt.
So are there any Irish top men?
Irish topman. Let's get back down to the ground and we'll review the crew manifest.
Oof.
All right.
Oh, nice door placement.
All right. So let's check the crew manifest. As far as topmen go, we have 1 topman from Persia, 1 from Scotland, 4 from China, 1 from England, who we've already identified, 1 from New Guinea, another from England, so 1 that we haven't identified, and 1 from Russia.
Oh, it's the Russian.
I'm gonna go with Timothy Buteman.
Who?
I want to say it was.
Scotland.
I'm gonna say it's the Russian because lightning is one of the few things that can kill a Russian.
Are we talking about the dude who died, or?
I was talking about Tattooed Man.
Okay, Tattoo guy.
Tattooed Man.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tattooed Man.
All right.
Tattooed
Well,
Man.
we're at a checkpoint. So let's go ahead and check all of our things. Murder. He's still fuzzed. We have no idea what's going on there. Unholy captives. Okay, unholy captives is interesting because, or not unholy captives. I'm referring to soldiers of the sea. Soldiers of the Sea is interesting because you guys wanted a review of the guy that I said you could figure out without too much trouble. Just need to listen carefully when I replay the scene and give you guys a look at the dead body.
By the way, there's a cage over there.
Oh,
Okay.
that lightning though.
Dead body time.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already over the neck. Hey. Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat. Ah!
So there you go. You got to hear the whole audio
He
again.
sounded pretty American.
Yeah, he's American.
He's totally American.
Only an American would just be like, "Fuck it, I'm throwing an axe at that there crab."
Yeah, and you wanted a good look at her? Well, here she is.
That is a fucking sea witch.
Yeah,
Had two almost googly looking eyes.
there's something else right there.
Look at that fucking Resident Evil 7 sea witch.
Yep. So anyway, yes, that dude is
not racist.
That dude is totally American. Like, if you listen to him at all closely, he has an American accent. He's one of the only two Americans on board, and he specifically calls somebody boss, which means he's a mate. That's Marcus Gibbs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't even feel bad about putting that stuff together because, like,
No,
seriously, come on.
We got that. We solved that one together as a group.
That was not a head burster. Okay. Now,
Might have been a chest burster at one point.
There's been plenty of head bursters in this one.
All right, friends.
That's true.
All right, friends. So we're gonna finish off the Doom, and then we're gonna go back and do the rest of the checkpoint. Dead people time.
Well.
Well.
Yeah,
you might want to flush. You might want to flush twice.
dude just got demolished while taking a shit.
Oh. Okay, so
nice.
everything else is going normally. Was he the first guy to die?
Yeah, this is the start of the Doom. So this is
Yeah.
what RoboKai was talking about. Wait until you see how it starts. It starts with some dude who is taking a dump, getting his shit ruined.
Literally. Oh man. Tentacles catching you with your pants down. Something anime joke.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are asleep and probably wish they could stay so.
I like the incredibly realistic shitting noises.
So
filmed in front of a live studio audience.
So this is one that's really easy when you know the trick, but let me show you how this is depicted, right? So we know that we should be able to identify this guy. He's a one difficulty. But this is where he, quote unquote, is in Justice at Sea.
the artist.
There you go. You got it in one.
Nice.
And he E.S. Edward Spratt, the artist.
So he's the guy who sent you the book.
No, that's the surgeon, Henry.
I sent you this book from beyond the grave on the toilet.
Hey, I mean, maybe that's why all the pages are gone. He needed toilet paper.
Crushed by a
The
beast.
pages are blank, not brown.
I mean, it's hard to tell with this kind of art style.
That's fair.
I suppose we are on Macintosh. Oh.
I
like that. I like that.
Yeah, I know every time I go to the bathroom, I get crushed by a terrible beast.
I mean, that's the only way I can clear up my constipation, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say that you just dropped a new book for somebody to read.
Yeah, that's right.
I've just started a new mystery for you to investigate.
Yeah, can we pause the stream? I gotta go write a book.
It's the sequel to the Obra Dinn.
All right, dead people time.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Donk.
Well, we know he was a Dane.
Yep.
Emphasis on was. And the guy attacking him apparently has a brother.
It was very British.
Look at this guy also rise.
That guy doesn't give a shit right there. He's got the book!
That is, well, that's a
So
book.
that guy's the surgeon.
Is it goat?
Was that a goat?
That was a
'Cause
goat.
usually that's the thing that you sacrifice to the devil. What's with the devil and goats?
Or you send it to try and invoke the Agrellans to, solve all.
Oh my god. I think we've got plenty of stabbing murder in this stream without invoking the Agrellans.
I mean, there's some clubbing murder too.
Okay, so the decedent said, "Let me on. How's that? And what? That was an accident. The ropes." And
so he's a top man and a Dane.
Well, there's only one Danish dude on board.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there we go.
Yeah, and he was a seaman. That's Lars Linda.
So we can figure out who killed him by finding someone who has a brother that's also a top man.
A seaman.
Okay, so hold on. We've got that. We have let's look around for somebody who shares a name here.
I saw two Peters.
Two Peters, Samuel Peters, and Nathan Peters. You are correct. So those are the brothers. So which one did the clubbing?
Are they both just regular seamen?
They're both regular seamen.
Let's just click one and see how it works.
All right, we'll try Samuel until later.
Well, that's deduction for you.
I mean,
I'm flipping a coin, and if that coin lands heads, sick.
Oh goodness! Sitting here, running right into the door frame.
Bonk.
All right, the Doom.
I'm investigating this door.
This door's the murderer.
I knew it.
Jeebus Kriz.
Look at all these people who died and disappeared.
Jeebus Kriz.
Okay. So the two crabs showed up, and then the Kraken showed up.
Yes, that is the order of operations here. All right, we're gonna head through our notes again because we've completed a chapter. Murder, is as good as it's going to get right now. And then we've got Soldiers of the Sea.
Murder's as good as it gets, says Avitus.
True story. This guy's fuzzed. Can't do anything about him. We've got him. We know that it's Marcus Gibbs. Like, come on, game. You're killing me here. These two guys are fuzzed. That guy is also fuzzed. He's fuzzed. So the game still thinks that we should be able to figure out that this dude who was spiked and then shot, which I guess technically you can if you're incredibly fucking racist. But if you're not gonna have a whole lot of luck there.
I live in the South, so give me a second.
Okay, there's the dude's face. I'm more than happy.
Oh, wait, hold on. They made him look like a monkey.
So what are you saying here?
Oh, someone drew him as a monkey because he's a black guy.
There's multiple black people aboard, and we've seen hang tight.
It's the poll, isn't
depicted. So we have a black guy right here, and he is drawn with traditionally African features, but he does not look like a monkey. We also have a black woman on board, who we have tentatively identified as Emily Jackson. She does not look like a monkey, but
who's he trying to make fun of?
I can't say that without giving it away.
Well, okay, so what ethnicity is the artist, and what ethnicity would he hate?
The artist is English.
So he's an Irishman.
We have a number of Irish people on board. The butcher is Irish. Do we think that's the butcher?
I'm actually going for the pole.
The pole? The gunner's mate. Okay.
I'm sorry, cool guy. I'm not the right kind of racist for this.
I don't think anybody is, honestly. Seriously, when I finally figured out who that was, I nearly kicked myself. So
wait, is he Russian?
No, I'll let you have that one. He's not Russian.
There's someone from Persia, isn't there?
There is indeed somebody from Persia.
We have a Persian on board. Yes, Omid Gul. We all of the ethnicities on board that are not European are Persia, China, Russia, India, Wales,
he's Welsh.
Sierra Leone, and that's it. Yeah. Oh, and New Guinea. We've also got somebody from New Guinea. Don't worry about it.
Let's
Seriously,
do the Persian. I feel like Persian.
All right. We'll say he's the Persian for now. Do we still want to say he was killed by an unknown attacker, or do we have a suspect, or do we want to just say he was spiked?
I still think it was the gun that did him in.
Part of the question you need to ask here, Beyond, is what will the game accept, and what's easier for you.
We know he got spiked.
Sorry.
It was the captain. The captain did it.
All right. We shot with a gun by the captain.
The captain did it.
Captain did it. Okay.
What a son of a bitch.
Oh, there we go. Edward Spratt. Yeah, we're good with that. That guy's fuzzed. Christian Wolf. That guy's so fuzzed. This dude was crushed by a loose cannon. We can go back over the memories if we want. He was present on the main deck, and he was fighting the Soldiers of the Sea, and then he finally died fighting against the Kraken in the gun deck. Oh no, wait a minute. I didn't bookmark that properly. That was my fault. Oops.
Oh, we had learned who the tattoo guy was, but I forgot again already.
Do we actually know who the tattoo guy is? Because I don't think you guys know, actually.
I have no fucking idea.
It makes me laugh.
This messes with everybody.
Didn't mess with me. I got it first go when I did. I was like,
Fuck you, man. You are the
good for you.
You are the
I'm
kind
so
of racist
good.
this game needs.
Yeah, I'm Australian. We are inherently racist.
I hate all the right kind of people.
I never said I hated him. I just judged him solely on his appearance.
I don't hate him.
He was
I
the,
just
Irish...
inherently know I'm better than him due to his race. There's a difference.
I was guessing he was the Irish guy.
Was I
on
wrong?
the top
No.
one.
Are you wrong? Yes. There you go. You're not thinking with the right mindset.
All right,
I
I heard.
don't hate lesser creatures. I pity them.
I heard Irish topman as a guess. Do we have an Irish topman?
I think there's one.
We have a Scotch topman.
Oh yeah, probably.
That sounds like a tasty drink.
It also
there's
does.
Timothy.
All right,
Timothy
we're gonna say that's Timothy Budeman.
Red shirt. We've gotten like a few. We saw some crabs and someone got struck by lightning. And then we were kind of racist, so lots of progress has been made.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think we've done enough racist right now. We're moving on.
it's a regular Republican National Convention over here.
Turns out we're really bad at it.
I think you guys have nine confirmed fates. Actually, I could be wrong on
Hey,
that.
9 out of 60 sounds like my grades in college.
Back cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you got 9 confirmed fates. Okay, so here we have some stuff in the cargo hold.
Ugh.
Here's something. Here's something. All right, dead people time.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
That's a fucking question to ask.
I love that he's been in worse spots. Where's his leg?
Well,
Okay.
Fine, John.
So it seems like whatever these things attack turn into monsters, maybe.
They keep mentioning the lazarette, which I thought was the gym.
The lazarette is like a secure holding cell.
Oh,
Not
okay.
secure enough.
I mean, basically, think of it as just a cargo bay that can be kept under lock and key.
Wow, that dude's pretty buff to just be like hauling that guy.
Yeah, that dude's pretty hardcore, actually. Okay.
I feel like everyone on this boat needs to be hardcore or you're automatically dead.
You're dead anyway in most cases. All right. So let's check our dialogue. The decedent did not speak throughout this entire thing. But
No, he sure didn't.
But somebody did say "you fools" in a different language. And we know that the assailant was a steward. And if you were listening closely, you can, and watching closely, you can tell whose steward it was. And then also somebody called the decedent John. So let's see how many.
John was, I don't know, dismembered?
Well, I mean, I showed you the murder weapon.
wasn't there a sword?
Yes, there was a sword.
Oh, so John was killed by sword.
By an unknown attacker, and we know the attacker was a steward. So we have the ship steward, the captain's steward, and then the first, second, and third mate stewards. And those people are from Sweden, Wales, Ireland, and then England, the rest of them.
I think, I want to say that was England, because he didn't have the thick accent.
The murderer spoke in a different language.
Yeah,
he said, "You fools."
India?
Is that the Swedish?
I mean, I can't tell you whether or not it's Swedish, but
it doesn't seem Indian.
it sounded Swedish to me.
Let's take a look again. It was Eradarar, or however the hell you're supposed to pronounce that.
Oh, that might be Indian.
Why would it not be written in the native script then? Like, that's the other thing. When the Formosans have spoken, it uses native characters for them.
I'm thinking it's not Indian.
So if it's not Indian, and the other mates are from Wales, Ireland, and England, like, what are we thinking here?
Wasn't one of them Swedish?
One of them, the captain steward is Swedish, yes.
Yeah, it's got to be. Well, who's going to be the longest serving steward? It's going to be the captain steward.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
And also,
years.
Also, bluntly, if you were paying attention, you can see that the captain is the one shouting, and it was his voice that was bitching people out. So yes,
yeah, it sounded like it.
That's the captain steward. So then the victim got addressed as John, right? What Johns do we have on board? We have John Davies, the fourth mate, and let's see if we have any other Johns on board.
I mean, the one guy was using the John.
That is true.
We've got at least two.
We have John Naples from Wales.
It's probably John Naples because he wouldn't have a hat.
That is very
You know
true.
what? That's fair.
The game agrees with you. Well done. 3 more fates correct.
Yay!
He's not important enough to have hat.
We're like a fifth of the way through.
Doink.
I was right.
Doink.
He was spiked by a beast.
Yep. And also, like, seriously, game, come on. you could figure that one out. It wasn't that hard. There is one tragic thing that I have to inform you about, though.
We don't know Tattoo Man.
You still fucked up, Tattoo Man.
Come on, guys, just be really racist.
He's not
You can do it. Be racist. I know you can do it. Find it in your heart. Judge him.
Is it the Russian? It's got to be the Russian.
Dirty Polak.
We know he's a topman because we saw him on the rigging. We have
the Russian because he's drinking.
Do we want to try the Russian?
Yes.
Okay, we'll try the Russian. Okay. That tattoo guy is everybody's fucking kryptonite.
I'm glad he's dead.
What do we got here? Okay, great. Here's our next body.
Now we can rewind time and watch him die again.
Who else is dead here?
Oh, it's the Polynesian, isn't it? Just the tattoos.
Where Polynesian? Do you mean the guy from New Guinea?
Yeah.
That's entirely possible. If you want me to change it next time we open the book, I can. You'll have to convince everybody
we'll
else.
Stick with Russian.
All right.
I don't fucking know. He's dead.
And the captain killed him with a giant squid.
Captain
with a
did
terrible beast. Technically, that is true. The captain killed everybody here with a terrible beast.
A couple of them, actually.
Dead people time. Not that it really helps in this case, because Jesus.
Oh!
Oh! From the top rope!
Yeah.
What's this guy stealing?
Oh, hey.
His sanity.
Wait, can you what's spearing him? Oh, they just dropped something on his face.
Yeah, they've got this big hammock of something, and they dropped it, and
looks like they hit him with a cow.
Is that fins?
Looks like a tail. Looks like a tail.
It does look like a tail. It looks like two tails.
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic's gonna be mad.
Honestly, if Miles is on this ship, I'm just ending the stream and quitting right now.
What? You don't like Miles Prower?
Okay, so this dude, he's fuzzed, but how did he die?
He got crushed.
Crushed by falling cargo. It's like,
yeah, that sounds good.
Close enough.
Cargo's pretty darn good.
Alternately, we can try to say he fell down the stairs, but I don't know. We're gonna go with crushed. Crushed by cargo. Excuse me. Okay.
Well, if the fall hadn't killed him, the cargo definitely would have made
goodness.
sure.
I mean, at the exact moment, he has a hammock going through his jaw, so I'm gonna blame the cargo.
Sounds legit. Now, we got another dude who's dead up here. Just people dying all over the goddamn place.
It's almost like this is a murder mystery.
True story. Alright, dead people time.
What's your foot in? Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys. Heaven no. Take it slow. What's it, gentlemen? There's a pretty shell here. Let's have a look. No, get back.
Idiot.
Yeah, that didn't end well for him.
Rip ships hook.
Oh,
wait.
And so did the sea witches.
Okay, so did the sea witches? Oh god, I don't
unholy captives, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, apparently they got these sea witches, and the other sea witches rode their crabs into battle to save their sisters? I don't know.
It's a very confusing situation, but what is not confusing is that motherfucker is dead.
Oh no, he's dead as fuck.
Yeah,
So, they kept also talking about the shells. I'm starting to think that the shells are like
important
demon shells from these demon things.
Okay.
Demons and witches with you, I don't know.
Alright, so clear the deck, and the decedent said, "Hey there, what's this? Give him to me and I can fry us a solid meal, boys. One tick, gentlemen, there's a pretty shell here, let's have a look." That's all the decedent said.
Okay, so he was the chef, and he was speared by a terrible beast.
Okay, so we have Thomas Sefton the cook. And do we honestly think he was speared with that? We do have struck with a tail.
Oh yeah, it works.
Oh, hey. That sounds pretty...
Listen, there's lots of ways to die on the SS Get Fucked.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna let you guys get nailed by a technicality there, because he's the only person who dies by tail.
Oh, what a way to go!
Alright,
just like
what's
my
next?
Japanese animes.
We've got another thing up here. Got more dead people. Motherfuckers keep dying.
Just keep climbing up these stairs.
It's like a dominoes effect, like...
It's a twofer up here, actually.
Oh, jeez.
It's hard to believe that the crew managed to survive through all this with only like 60 people.
B-Man, why are you pissing yourself?
Oh, come on. Frickin'. Where did the
He's
wisp
trying to find a
go?
new way to die. Don't worry about it.
The wisp.
All pissed.
The wisp literally won't go forward unless you are looking at it, and so sometimes I just sort
I
of
was
space
wondering
off.
about that.
Yeah, it won't go forward unless you're looking at it. Frickin' annoys the shit out of me sometimes.
It's doing the big old fucking Disney symbol up there.
Alright. Dead people time.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？回来，全部供出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害人较变无过好，是谁人温死的啊？He talk about a shell. Very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
Oh.
So, okay, so it was the Chinese guys.
Well, remember we have Chinese aboard, and we also have Formosans aboard as passengers.
Wow.
One of the
Why would you bring that thing aboard?
It's a very good question.
The end.
So,
Yes.
for future question, where is Formosa in reference to nowadays?
Formosa's Taiwan.
Okay.
Where's that other guy? Wasn't there two bodies?
Yes, the guy who was being held and the guy who was doing the holding, both of those people died.
Well, all right.
Spiked by a terrible beast.
Yep, those guys were pretty clearly spiked. And we can ostensibly identify the dude who was doing the holding. If you guys want to give that a shot, I'll let you. But I don't think you can right now, to be blunt with you. The decedent said, "This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die." And he was speaking traditional Chinese at the time. And the decedent that is being depicted is depicted in Formosan royalty.
Yes, he's the other. Like he's the guard that's not. What was it? Hung Sao Lao.
Yeah, he's Hawk Sang Lao, and then there's the other guard. He's the other guard, but he's fuzzed out. The game doesn't think we can really identify him right now.
Oh, I know. Man. All right.
So I'm gonna give that a pass for the moment. Where are we at? What do we got? Oh, goodness. This is happening.
Every time you say this, it's something fantastic.
Yep.
Horribly fantastic.
So I'm just waiting for this guy to suffer from instant ball explosion syndrome.
Ah, me balls!
Ah, me balls!
Okay,
big ocean balls.
We
We
actually just finished one of the chapters, and I didn't pay attention to it. So we're gonna do a checkpoint. Murder we've still taken care of, I think.
Determined to be balls.
Yeah. Unholy captives. So that guy's fuzzed. We literally just went through this. That guy's fuzzed. John Naples. That guy's confirmed. Okay, Soldiers of the Sea. Still fuzzed. Marcus Gibbs fuzzed. We still think this guy is Omid Ghul. We'll keep that in mind for the next time we see some stuff happening. Lars Linda, we still think was clubbed by Samuel Peters. Fuzzed. We still don't know. Leonid Volkov, we still think that guy's Russian. And we could make some attempts at some of these people that disappeared at the end of the Doom. I'm not going to put you guys through that right now. And then escape. So we did get some confirmations, which, in addition to confirming that we screwed up Tattoo Guy. It also means we screwed up the disappearances at the end of the escape. So again, either they didn't show up at the Canary Islands, or the women's names are wrong. Do we want to make any adjustments there?
I mean, we probably should, being as they're wrong.
Yeah, they're like. Do we want to change names, or do we want to change fates? Do we think they were on the Canary Islands, or do we think that they ended up somewhere else?
Let's swap the names.
Okay.
Swap them, yeah.
Names it is. I'm gonna swap them names. Okay. All right, Miss Jane Bird and Emily Jackson. We have swapped them names, and there's still one other dude in the end, and he's still fuzzed. So, okay, checkpoint done. That was important because we are about to see some shit.
Yeah, everything else has been a warm up. Now it really starts.
I mean, we are going to get a shitload of context in the next 20 minutes.
So the moral of the story is never go in the ocean.
All right, dead people time.
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! I yield!
Hold your fire!
Oh, someone super didn't listen. Oh, someone was a sneaky.
Oh.
Wait, what's in that boat?
Oh, hey, look at that thing. That's a thing. That chest.
Looking at the chest.
I have treasure. Don't shoot. Boom.
Did he steal a mermaid? Is that a mermaid?
Oh, I thought it was a witch.
Oh, hey, there's a second boat.
Close enough. That's a lot of dead people.
Those are.
Hang on, there's a Chloe.
There's a
that
Chloe.
was the gem that was seen on the ship earlier.
Speaking of, that's like.
There's the chest there too.
It's the other Formosan guard, and the dead guy in the boat is the Formosan noble.
Also, a lot of these people look like they have spike wounds.
Is that Chloe that I've been seeing off the side of the ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a similar glowy. It's the same sort of glowy. Okay, so this is the chapter The Calling. All right, so we should the game thinks that we should be able to figure out who this is, and they were definitely shot.
Isn't that the like third mate or fourth mate?
Yeah, he's got a fancy hat.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see where he's depicted in Justice at Sea. We know the first mate.
I'm pretty sure it's the second mate, the one who committed the murder.
You are correct. As a matter of fact, that would be Edward Nichols. And then he was shot with a gun by one of the Formosans. You said.
Mm-hmm. He's the other guard.
And we know that it's not Hok Seng Lao. And then we have Bunlan Lim, Itbang Sia, and Shio Tan. Do we want to register a guess right now or come back to it?
Miss Lin is the woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's absolutely correct. So you've whittled it down to 50-50.
So which two are we picking from?
Itbang Sia and Shio Tan.
I'm gonna
suggest-
say I want to say Chiotan.
Yes, I would choose Chiotan too, because assuming this is a manifest, normally when you put the important people first and then the two guards.
You're not wrong. That's why the officers are up top.
Yeah. He got hit like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, and I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, that was the decedent yelling ahoy and saying, "Wait, don't shoot."
I mean, I guess as much, honestly.
Yeah.
Why would you say I guess, I mean, they did have a gun facing at him, but they should have known who he was.
He also murdered somebody and fled the ship.
That is true.
Yeah, not exactly what I would call a good person, and not exactly what I would miss.
So we know who this is by default, then.
Wee, spinny wisp. It's gonna end up right next to that guy, and then...
Dead people time.
There we go. I just won the I just won the Vampire Counts Maelstrom thing. Vampire Coast, sorry. I am the most infamous pirate and the most powerful.
Yep, that guy is
dead.
Nope. It happens.
V dead.
He was asking about Miss Lim. Or, yeah.
I saw the glowy.
There was a
It
glowy.
It was under the mermaid.
Under the mermaid.
Fire?
Wait, did the chest kill him?
Yes. And
What?
so this is one of the least clear graphical things in the game, and yes, the decedent is on fire.
Okay, so he was burnt. Would
By
that
the
be a
chest.
terrible beast? Is that a beast?
Fire?
I do notice that the gem inside the chest is currently not glowing.
Okay, so
maybe it hasn't absorbed enough souls yet.
I think the gem was the shell. And the shell
Okay,
is
yeah,
the
that
gem.
shell's not glowing, so I guess the shell needs to kill.
Well, I mean, I think it's in the other boat.
Don't we all need a little bit of kill sometimes?
all right, so
We know who that is.
the decedent was
Okay.
calling for Miss Lim, and we saw that it was burned to death. Pop Tarts, you say we know who this is. Who
Yeah,
do you
'cause
think
there's
it
only
is?
One more. There's only one more option. The Formosas.
Yeah, we know who Miss Lim is, and we've identified the two guards, which would basically make this Itbang Sia. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, turns out you were right. Another 3 fates solved.
Hey.
There you go.
We can probably go back and label Chiotan.
Hey, you guys were the right kind of racist for these.
Yeah, Edward Nichols was one of them actually. So yes, you got Chiotan correct, and then the other one
Still
was the
don't
cook.
have tattoo guy.
Yep, tattoo guy is still wrong. The women are still wrong.
Fucking
killing it.
I love it. I love it. I'm yelling at you guys. Be racist. Just embrace the racist, and they're all like.
Oh, by the
they're
way,
like,
by the way,
maybe he's Russian with those obviously Russian tattoos.
I don't know what Russians wear.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that we need to deal with. First of all, we said Lars Lind was clubbed by Samuel Peters. Yeah, it turned out that didn't confirm, but there are two Peters on board, which makes that Nathan Peters.
There are a lot of Peters on this ship.
All right, and then Tattoo Guy. Tattoo Guy, we know he's a topman. And we have Persia, Scotland, China, New Guinea, Russia, or England.
I'll go with New Guinea now.
Fuck it, New Guinea. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, and now let's take a look at the women. Do we want to change their names, or do we want to change where they are?
Can we look at the map again?
Sure, absolutely.
Maybe they ended up in Africa.
I saw an option that was Atlantic Island.
We have Azores, Canary Islands, Madeira, Cape Verde is far to the south, and then we have Africa and Europe.
Let's try. Did we try Azores?
Yes, we did. We already went through that song and dance.
Did we try Madeira?
I don't think that that's even an option. Let's double check.
It should be noted that the names were switched when we did the Azore Islands.
We did. Yes, that is true.
Is there an option for they went off the boat and then died at sea?
There is an option for them to say they fell overboard.
Well, no, because they were in the boat.
Yeah, they didn't fall overboard.
They made it, maybe.
So we can change their names and try Azores, or we can try to say that they're alive somewhere else.
Just Atlantic Island.
Okay. Is alive on an Atlantic island. We'll try that. And then is anybody else unfuzzed? We have one gentleman that we can ostensibly identify now. Let's pull him up in Justice at Sea.
Oh.
He's standing right here. So, context, this is the gentleman who was holding a book.
Oh, so that's the doctor.
Okay, we're going to say he's the surgeon.
Yep, the surgeon.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna say he's the surgeon, and if he's alive on, like, he left in the same boat, so he's gonna be on an Atlantic island.
Except he's in Morocco, so they wound up in Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's an interesting observation. Should I change it?
Yeah,
yes.
Go ahead and try it.
Okay then. We'll say that these people made it to Africa.
Good job.
And then, okay, change all of that. That's basically our housekeeping for right now. There's a bunch of other stuff in the escape that we're gonna need to revisit, but I don't want to revisit it right now. Let's keep.
If those were wrong, we could try just switching the names real quick to see if that pushes it through.
Okay. Like we'll do that after we do this next one.
That's a lot of body.
Yeah, I'm already over here doing some stuff, and I don't want to open the book again right now.
I'm already over here in the middle of the sea, and this guy's dead memory.
So, final chord. Wait, wasn't the guy who was first torn apart a Frenchman? Nope. They tried that. It didn't work. Also, dead people time. Yikes. There's a lot of things going on here.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
Huh.
Can you look upwards?
I looked
upward.
upward.
See how those beams of light are doing.
There you go. I gave you a good look upward.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. So
Someone
coming
let
out
the
and
ghost
then...
out of the containment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Slimer's box over there. He was not happy.
That's a really big Twinkie bar.
So, is it hitting people or is it summoning monsters?
It's striking
people into monsters.
It's striking the mermaids, actually.
I see.
That will be.
There were mermaids, and mermaids are like, "Don't steal our thing," and he's like, "I'm gonna steal it and open it." And they're like, "Fuck!" Now we're sea witches and have crabs.
All right,
I can't
but
believe the sea witch is fucking dead.
How did Miss Lynn die? I didn't see an obvious.
Yeah, we do know that Miss Lim died. We may not actually know. that is the moment she died. She could have bled out, right? So we might have to come back to that one, but yeah, no, that is absolutely Miss Lim.
Okay, I'm feeling like there's an island that these assholes got to at some point.
Oh shoot! I need to go back and check Chiotan. There we go. There's here's Chiotan. Yes, try anyways. We know by process of elimination that's Chiotan. Oh crap! We got another 3 fates correct, people.
Oh hey, now we have to wait for the stream catch up to see who they were.
Chiotan was correct. We knew that. Lars Linda was correct. That's Nathan Peters. And the tattooed guy was Maba the Topman.
Yay!
You guys finally slew that white fucking whale.
Now we can die.
There'll be another 3 more fates to solve.
Yeah, if you need to go to sleep, Pop-Tarts, get you some rest, man. Like, I really appreciate you coming along.
I think at the top of the hour I'm gonna.
All right, yeah, we'll finish off the calling, because we'll like that chapter, and then we'll call it an evening.
Sounds good.
Okay, and which means that I'll save the update for our final checkpoint of the night. Okay, so we got another dead dude over here. There's so many dead people.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, we are a mortician. That's kind of the point.
Dead people.
A mortician who just took this death watch in stride.
Yeah, I didn't warn you guys very well, but yeah, you just talked over dead people talking, so we'll probably have to redo this one. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, those are mermaids.
Oh, okay, now we see that.
Huh, kind of reminds me of the old school Lamia style, where they drink a lot of people.
Yeah, those are straight mermaids.
You sure they're not witches?
I think they're mermaids who were turned into witches.
What, voluntarily or by the economy? Like, what?
By the economy. I like that idea.
Listen, they retired, they went back to school, they got their witching license, and they're making it work.
I want to say it's magic gem juice, or beams.
Also possibly laser beams. Listen, those mermaids...
The guy that was getting knocked off.
Okay, so...
One of those mermaids had the sparkly on it.
So, yes, one of the mermaids had the sparkly on it, and then important clues here. The decedent shouted, "O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake."
Huh.
So we have O'Hagan and Nichols with us.
We knew Nichols. Nichols is the second mate. So, and O'Hagan, the only O'Hagan on board is Patrick O'Hagan, a seaman from Ireland. And then this guy... I
appreciate there's 35 people watching us be really bad at solving mysteries.
Yeah, I mean, Scooby-Doo, man, it's good
they're
stuff.
Watching us be really good at being racist.
It took you 5 tries to identify Polynesian tattoos. I don't think you're being real good at being racist.
Hey, it's not my fault I don't learn about people that aren't me.
All right, so one thing that I have to fucking give you guys this time. This guy, if you look at it, basically he is being tackled by Itbang Sia as he attempts to go for the chest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no tackled, and the only thing I could get that would make the game identify it was knifed. So I'm giving you guys that one because I swear to God I spent forever trying to get that.
There's a knife hidden in there
somewhere.
You would think it would be struck when unless there was.
No, struck is only with hooves, tail, or a wing.
That's true.
Wait, wing?
Yeah. Well, hey, not all of these are actually going to be used. Like, remember,
they've got chickens on that
If
boat.
a fucking Pegasus comes out of the sky and DDTs a Russian, this is the best game I've ever seen.
That would be pretty amazing. Anyway,
turns out this was
the
My Little Pony fan fiction the entire time.
Oh my god!
The idea of someone dies from getting beat in the head by a chicken is pretty great too.
God.
Well, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and those things will pick a fight with you. If you're fighting anybody else, like anytime, any place, you could be fighting wolves that are like killing its owner, and the chickens will just go, "It's on, it's on."
Dead people time.
Something there. I see it. Here's a weapon. Shoot it. My kid eye. Pick up the oars and row, you fools.
Demolished.
Oh.
Oh.
In the face!
Yeah, that.
Oh, look at that throw!
It's a pretty beautiful throw, actually.
So wait, does that technically count as a terrible beast? Because she doesn't seem that terrible just yet.
You could call her a foreign enemy as well, but terrible beast also works.
Oh.
Oh, those people are tied.
Yeah, the Formosans are tied up.
They're prisoners, or?
Oh, they might be slave captures. Because you know that's what white people did back then.
That's true.
They're listed as passengers.
Not just white people, but yes.
And they're actually depicted in the painting
as not just back then.
All right. So there was one thing that I failed to do, but we'll take care of this, and then I'll address that.
Can we?
So we can't identify this guy just yet. But we do know that he shouted, "Give us a weapon," and he's depicted as someone on the firing line at the Justice at Sea camp, which means that he's he's alongside Henry Brennan and a couple of other people we don't know. Means he's probably a seaman. But then he was totally speared by a terrible beast or a foreign enemy. I don't care. I'm going to do a terrible beast unless you guys tell me to change it.
I don't even care.
I don't think it became terrible beast until the laser of crabbining struck.
All right, foreign enemy then.
It's a foreign enemy.
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't call them terrible beast yet. More just like angry assholes.
So we did see how Bunlan Lim died. One of the mermaids came up and was basically strangling her while giving her a incredibly awkward toothy kiss. So how exactly do we want to catalog that one?
Is lesbian in this?
It is not.
Then I'm stumped.
We have Claude. We have Eaton. We have Strangled. Whoa! Struck dead by a beast host. Strangled.
Strangled would be good.
Yeah, Strangled's my bet.
By a foreign enemy. Actually, that one, I'm not sure if that's going to be picked up or not. I know what it is, and I'm not sure if that one's going to be picked up or not. If it isn't, I'll just give it to you guys because you've basically got it. All right.
We
anyway,
can do beast if foreign enemy is incorrect.
No, foreign enemy and beast is. I'm not sure if it'll accept strangled.
Oh,
is it wanting Eaton? Because
no, it hates Eaton. It like the one I used was Claude.
Huh.
Yeah, go ahead and put Claude on there.
And it's basically because when you look at her, she's like got blood all over her neck and stuff. Her neck was like opened, but by those hands or those claws.
That works, Claude.
So
it automatically goes to Terrible Beast.
Yeah, and that automatically goes to Terrible Beast. So whatever. All right, there's one more dude. Then we're gonna do one last checkup, and then everybody can go to bed.
Maybe they wouldn't be so terrible if you didn't steal their shells.
Dead people time.
Checked and loaded them myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
休假，你玩抓不？
我冇问题，但是伊来想啊，绝对袂当互伊落去水底。
那是遐个怪物出现，你绝对卖起来。Hey, shut it up. They say strange things about monsters.
Yep, this has happened before. It will happen again.
Oh.
Wow, twofer on that one, huh?
No, the one behind that is Bunlan Lim, or Itbang Sia. Itbang Sia is what I meant to say.
Can we get a good look at that monster's form?
No, she has done this a couple times before.
Like, I want to see her throwing pose because she's fucking
really good throwing arm.
Especially for something that looks like it lives underwater.
Like she's got that pretty well scouted out.
Mad ups. She doesn't have to worry about leg day because she's got fins, so she only has to worry about arm day.
She can always skip. It's always leg day in the ocean.
Exactly.
All right, so this guy is fuzzed out, and yeah, the only thing he said in that exchange was they say strange things about monsters, which really only tells us that he understands the Formosans, which means he's Chinese, and that doesn't help us that much because there's 4 Chinese topmen. And he was not shot. He was speared.
If we tell the book they all look the same, can we just pick a name at random?
Honest, I would not be surprised if a lot of people did a fair bit of that.
How is that different from what you were doing before?
Also that.
Hey, we only super fucked up on that one dude.
Like, Mama was your guys' white whale, and I would not have traded that for the world. Okay.
It's everybody, apparently, except me.
Okay, the calling is now done. So here's a part of the thing that is weird because we have two people who are also fuzzed out. Who knows who they are? One of them is O'Hagan. We know that O'Hagan is out there somewhere, but exactly where, not sure. We do kind of know what fate befell them. That we can they basically disappeared underwater, so we can say they were drowned by a terrible beast.
By a terrible beast.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm starting to put this together a little bit. I think that someone was killed in order to cover up the fact that they found this evil chest. And then the mate was like, I'm going to steal the chest, and the Chinese people who know about the chest. And the mermaids killed him, and he opened the chest and turned the mermaids into worse mermaids. And then the worse mermaids rode crabs. And
my head's going to pop off of the
fucking explained like a pro over here.
You're just making things up.
I'm just looking at the facts. And and I'm tired. Listen.
Okay.
No facts here.
Alright, long story short, this boat got fucked.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
It really seems like the second mate Nichols managed to convince a bunch of people to, or at least some of the crewmen to, make off with the Formosans who know about the shells, or wreck it is, and the chest itself. And while they were out at sea, turns out that came from the mermaids, or at least related to them in some way or form. And they came to claim it. Obviously, they didn't fully succeed, and it goes back to the ship, and they get picked up by the Obra Dinn.
That's better?
Oh, my name's Book Thief, and I'm good at explaining things.
Okay, drowned by a terrible beast. So the reason I'm giving you guys this one, Nathan Peters, is because we established who this guy is when he murdered the Dane. So basically, you can make that connection there. I'm just saving you guys some trouble and making it for you. And drowned by a terrible beast. Obviously, the Doom. These people disappeared in the Kraken attack. Like, they were killed by the Kraken. I'm just trying to articulate how like I don't exactly know how, and it doesn't really matter how because they're dead because of a Kraken.
Can we try to guess by being racist? Because that guy's got a turban.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Good call. I should have asked you.
In the bargain, can we just write "shit's fucked," plop this in the mail, and get off this fucking boat?
I mean,
You definitely can do that, and there is in fact an achievement for just bailing without actually trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called common sense.
Okay, so in terms of turban dude, we have 4 Indian people on board and 1 Persian dude on board. We've already assigned the Persian dude's name, but that was a total guess. So yeah.
Wait, can I look at the I want to call him Abraham Akbar.
I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and take a look at. Okay, so we saw Turban Dude in the rigging when the lightning struck, so we know he is a topman. And then we saw him fighting below decks. He's fighting below decks. He's below decks, and then he's fighting the Kraken. So that is where is wait. Yes, I properly did that. So we know he's a topman. The Indians are seamen, and we have a Persian topman.
So he's the Persian.
So there we go, and we're gonna say he was drowned by a terrible beast. Oh shit! That got us another couple of fates, friends.
Oh, don't say anything yet, because you were still clicking it on your screen.
Yeah. Well, there we had Boon on Lim. And then you got the Persian right. And we got Nathan Peters right.
Oh man. All right, let's see if we can get a couple more by being 3 more technically by being
Well, we've got a couple more things. We've got the Doom. Okay, we should hang out with the Doom a little bit more. So we have a bunch of Chinese dudes. We have a couple of people, and I'm not sure where you guys want to start here.
Let's look at the 3 that look easiest.
Okay, so we have
the two arrow guys on that page.
Okay, so we have this guy. He's a Chinese dude who was holding back the Formosans during the execution. And let's bookmark his memories and review where he's at. He's at the execution. We knew that. He's one of the people present when the cook died, so he's transporting the mermaid down below. He's in the rigging, so we know he's a topman, but that's not surprising. All of the Chinese are topmen. And then he was below decks during the Doom. He was fighting during the Doom. He was fighting.
All right, so wait, let's go back to our 5 guys, burgers and fries page.
Which one are you talking about?
Where it shows like the 5 people that we can do. Not that one.
The disappearances. Right. Yes. I'm
okay,
here.
Let's look at the guy on the bottom left. He looks like a pastor.
Okay. So this unknown soul met an unknown fate. Let's bookmark his memories, and let's depict him at Justice at Sea. He is standing behind the officers, but is reasonably far away. So a couple of other people we know that were around there. Paul Moss is nearby him. And that's all
He's got to be somebody important then. There's not like a chaplain or something on this boat, is there?
There is no chaplain on the boat.
Is he dressed differently than...
all of the officers we have the third mate, the fourth mate, the bosun's mate, the surgeon, the surgeon's mate, the carpenter, the butcher, the gunner's mate, the purser, and the helmsman. Those are all of the officers that we have yet to establish.
He looks like a... Doesn't he... I feel like he'd be a purser just in the way he's dressed like a businessman.
Okay, we can call him a purser, and we can say he was drowned by a beast.
I mean, does that make sense to everybody else?
He does kind of look like an accountant.
About as much as anything you say.
I mean,
he looks like Cyril from Archer.
Incinerated.
He does. Look at him. That's a fucking accountant.
I'm not arguing with you. So the other guy, I feel like you should be able to figure out just by looking very closely at where he is in Justice at Sea, and more accurately,
he's holding the ship wheel.
Is he the helmsman?
Good a guess as any.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the helmsman who's supposed to be steering the boat.
He seems a little distracted right now.
Yeah, because there's a dude getting wrecked.
All right, so there we go. Say he was drowned by a terrible beast. We don't have any confirmation, but we've only ever done another 2 there. And then the last thing that we have is the ladies at the end. So we are saying they're alive in Africa. Do we want to try to switch names again, or do we want to say that they're not in Africa?
Let's switch names.
Let's switch names, and then we'll try someone different.
Okay. Miss Jane Bird is alive in Africa. Whoops. Did I screw that up? I feel like I screwed that up. Yes, I think I did. Whoa! Got another 3 fates, folks.
Yes! I'm so good at this!
That was Emily Jackson.
Nice.
Yeah,
and you got the purser right.
Yeah!
And you got the helmsman right. It's just like, this guy looks like Cyril Figgis. He must be the purser. It's the greatest fucking logic.
I'm sorry, he looks like a fucking accountant.
Oh my god.
We can't argue with this spaghetti logic because it was
No
correct.
one else on that boat looks like they can count to 5 except for that asshole.
Well, we know for a fact that this other woman is Miss Jane Bird then.
Well, that's good. We're already 1 up on the next time that we have to solve for people we don't know and are randomly guessing.
So the other thing that we do know is that the guy that you said was the surgeon is not actually the surgeon. But by process of elimination, there's only one other cat that we know of, that the one other picture that we know of that is alive, and we know for a fact that Henry Evans made it out. So
that guy is Henry Evans.
That guy is probably Henry Evans, which would make this other cat who was holding his book what?
His mate? He's got a mate there.
Let's try it. Okay,
I almost don't want to try it so we can save the one that we know is right for others that we're not sure about.
Well, that wasn't right.
We need to get... Okay, good. I was going to say, we need to game this... We need to trick this book.
Well, it just means that there's one other that isn't right.
Yep. So I'm gonna change that guy back to this unknown soul. But yeah, we're pretty sure that this last fuzzed out guy is Henry Evans. And unless we've got one other guy who is fuzzed out in the end, and that's it, everybody. That is all we've got time for this evening.
Oh man, this game is fun.
Yeah, I will get as many of you back for the second half as I can. But yeah, no, let's get everybody to bed. And this was an incredibly productive first session, honestly. Like, don't let anybody mess with you. That many fates solved that early is pretty damn good.
The trick is that logic is for assholes. Judge people on their looks.
Judge people on. I mean,
I'm only like only been saying that since the very
there's one other person that you guys could definitely get right now if you knew a little bit more about the Age of Sail. And I'm not saying it's the guy I have my cursor over as I say this, but it's the guy I have my cursor over as I say this.
The problem with the lag and the fact that the cursor's going all over the fucking place.
Yeah, well, I mean, then watch the replay
no,
when it goes up.
There it is.
There he is.
Like
The
that is
incredibly bald man
you
in
got
Bald Town.
you guys could figure him out. I'm not telling you who he is though. Anyway,
All I know is that it
Bondsman.
doesn't matter what time it is, nerds look like nerds.
this is a true story. All right, everybody, take good care of yourselves, and we will be back with you when we get everybody together. In the meantime, I'm just gonna stare at this shiny.
Thanks for having us, and have a good night, everyone.